The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra and Kumasi. We on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Volta Premier Ho, Amenuveve FM Aflao, Lolonyo FM Hohoi, and Kekeli FM Ho. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, traders take over streets of Nkwanta, deserting the central market for fear of reprisals despite heavy security presence.
This place is a plain place. Anything you can see it. We are just pleading with them to come to our aid.
Please, they should do something about it for us. We are not safe, so we can't be at the market.
We have details as 2 more persons were killed on Sunday, bringing the death toll of this month's clashes to 10. Also, Trades Minister K.T. Hammond reveals he has reached a consensus with the minority to finally lay the import regulations seeking to restrict the importation of 22 items after 3 failed attempts.
I'm concerned within the committee was absolutely concerned.
So you're saying that the NDC chair side and the MPP chairs are all agree that at committee level too late?
Yeah, sure.
We have details as the Trade Minister refutes claims that passage of the regulation could lead to corruption.
It is not an attempt to line K.T. Hammond's pocket with anything. It is not an attempt to line the MPP's government's coffers with anything.
In business,
Governor of the Bank of Ghana assures second tranche of inflows from the International Monetary Fund will be secured before end of year, but is worried about developments surrounding Zambia's bond restructuring. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And in today's episode of Stories of Hope, we'll tell you about an Eastern Region teacher's innovative solution to ensure no girl in Adosu misses school because of her inability to afford sanitary pad.
Great grandmothers were using this amwasing. It's eco-friendly, so I decided to see if we could modernize it.
I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Details now. Now, traders in the Nkwanta South Municipality have taken their businesses to the main streets for fear of reprisals despite heavy security presence in the town. A week after the clashes between the Adeli Chala and Achode ethnic groups, 2 more persons have died from gunshot wounds, heightening fears of possible attacks. Despite a curfew, the town's traders say they don't feel safe. OT regional correspondent Peter Senu has more on this report.
It is day 8 of the clashes here in the Nkwanta South Municipality and almost a week of the imposition of curfew. It's Monday and it is a market day here, but traders have vacated the market.
Fighting. We have come to home, sell here.
Because the police, the soldiers are in town.
They are in. As you can see, they are always in their cars. We are afraid. Being there, we don't know what is going to happen. That's why we have come here. This place is a plain place. Anything you can see it. We are just pleading with them to come to our aid. These days, even going out is difficult.
It's affecting our business so much, very well. Please, they should do something about it for us. We are not safe, so we can't be at the market.
And with the teachers too, the students are gone. We are seated at home. Night we are frightened. Maybe we can get some. And we those who are having farms, nearby farms, we can't go there.
The MC for the area, Bright Lengwa, is calling on residents to put down their arms and give peace a chance.
We are all brothers and sisters. We understand and speak each other's language. It's just a little misunderstanding that is between and among us. Let us sit down. Let us give peace a chance.
Peter Senu with that report. Now, Minister for Trades and Industry K.T. Hammond has revealed that he has reached a consensus with the minority to finally lay the import regulations seeking to restrict the importation of rice, castamak, and 20 other items. The legislative instrument has met fierce opposition from the minority, who have 3 times blocked its laying in Parliament. Speaking in an exclusive interview with Joy News, the Trades Minister says the 2 sides have finally come to an agreement.
But that was the allegation, that he hadn't reported to the leadership.
The outcome of the meeting which you just talked about.
Yeah, that's right. It turned out not to be true. He had reported to them. Then what do we do? Okay, let's...
But was that outcome a consensus position that was going to be communicated?
As far as I'm concerned, within the committee was absolutely a consensus.
So you're saying that the NDC chair side and the MPP chairs are all agreed at that committee level? Too late.
Yeah, sure.
With the change being reviews will return to Parliament.
I can read to you.
He has also refuted claims that the legislative instrument could lead to corruption.
It is not an attempt to line K.T. Hammond's pocket with anything. It is not an attempt to line the MPP's government's coffers with anything. It's nothing to do with going into an election next year. It is simply an attempt to revive the economy, which has experienced some rather difficult headways. I don't think it is acceptable for a country to expend as much as the figures that I've quoted.
Well, industry players have remained divided over their support for the regulation. Listen to Executive Secretary of the Foods and Beverages Association, John Awuni.
He hasn't met anybody. It's a lie. I'm sorry, but it's a lie. I'll have to be very blunt. Who has he met? The previous ones that they said that they had consultations. He is a lawyer, so I don't know how we understand the word consultation. If you call somebody and inform, give the fellow information that I'm informing you that I'm going to do A, B, C, D. Is that a consultation? The one that he's saying that now he has changed this and he has included who knows that? I'm only here for the first time that food and beverage has been included, Gute has been included. Nobody's aware about that.
You have Executive Secretary of the Food and Beverages Association, John Awuni. Now, the Office of the Special Prosecutor says it does not agree with the ruling of an Accra High Court on the LaBianca case. A High Court yesterday nullified a report by the OSP that implicated Colonel Kwadwo Damwa, a former commissioner of the Customs Divisions at the Ghana Revenue Authority, and Joseph Eduche, a former deputy commissioner of the division, for utilizing their positions to provide favorable tax treatment for LaBianca Company, a frozen foods company. However, the OSP in a press release said it acted within its mandate in the case and never in any instance did the office overstep its authority. Private legal practitioner Martin Pebu expects the special prosecutor to appeal against the judgment.
If the OSP intends to appeal, why not? We'll support the OSP, because if you look at the practice, okay, those discounts and the rest, these are matters that have hurt the Ghanaian economy for decades. That practice where custom officers alone, they themselves will determine to give reductions, discounts, all those things. I mean, for decades. So it's been a big problem. So let's see how it goes. We don't exactly know what the meaning of this OSP statement is. To say it's extremely anemical, yes.
Martin Pebu is a private legal practitioner and rights activist. Now, in the Eastern region, a dedicated English teacher is not only transforming education at the Mampong Kwanta MA School, but also spearheading a movement to address a critical issue affecting girls' attendance, menstruation. Facing resource challenges, Ejewa's innovative approach of creating reusable pads has not only kept girls in school, but has rippled positive effect across 20 communities. There's more in the Stories of Hope. Ejewa, an English teacher who 9 years ago embarked on a journey that would redefine education in Adoso.
This place is my first station to teach. So when I got here, I saw a lot of challenges that the girls were going through.
The Mampong Kwanta School, a pillar of learning for over 60 years, has a population of 240 pupils, out of which 113 are girls.
Sanitary towel, the prices is going high, and even with the workers, sometimes it's with some sort of pain. Why should we pay such a price?
Headmaster Osei Isaac Nyeneku is also worried about the low attendance of some girls in the junior high school because of their menstrual cycle.
Sometimes you go through the classroom, especially at the junior high level, you see that most of the girls aren't in school. Some of them they have finding pains in their abdominal pains and the rest.
Determined to make a difference, Ejewa conceived the idea of creating reusable parts using simple materials: cloth, an absorber, scissors, needle, and thread. A cost-effective solution to a pervasive problem.
Great grandmothers were using this amwasing. It's eco-friendly because one, it doesn't litter like the disposable sanitary towels that we all use.
And that was a JOS story of hope. Now the battle lines are drawn for the much anticipated parliamentary primaries in Lejokuku in the Greater Accra region. It's been an unpredictable seat since its inception and swings between the two major political parties, NDC and NPP. In today's election headquarters, Samuel Mbura of our political desk highlights the competition between the three aspirants and the National Health Insurance Board, Dr. Bernard Okoboy.
Lejokuku constituency remains a seat to look out for because it does not keep an occupant for too long. Dr. Bernard Okoboy managed to break the 8 for the MPP but succumbed to defeat in 2020 against the NDC. He is once again considered a front-runner in the upcoming race. But UK-based businessman Collins Ni Ashiti Olenu says he means business. He has renounced his UK citizenship to join the race, insisting that the party's 2020 defeat in the constituency was avoidable.
That defeat in 2020 was not something that any sympathizer of the MPP had hoped for in Lejokuku. But unfortunately, it happened that way. But now the party has an opportunity to right the wrong.
Presidential staffer Ibrahim Ije, who believes in second chances, considers himself as the catalyst for change in the NPP.
I'm that agent of change, and that's what I want to do. I want to bring the opportunities that exist within government to the people of Lejokuku so they can realize their ambitions.
Meanwhile, former constituency second vice chairman Clifford Matekoli claims his popularity among the contestants makes him the right candidate.
And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Nkwanta traders deserve the markets for the main street for fear of reprisals despite heavy security presence. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panza Pan. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies DA improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At Absa, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Sintex Tank. Sintex Tank, stress-free. Sintex Tank, reliable. Sintex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244-335-168, Kumasi 0505-555-666, or visit syntexgh.com. Sintex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Cool. Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901, or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Bafunator.
Hey, good morning.
That was quite some interview yesterday with
Actually, I'm coming for a recap because I missed lots of it.
We'll bring you some bits and pieces. Yeah. But I mean, Katie Hammond, the Minister for Trade, is resolute. He's going ahead with the thing. I mean, he says this is the way.
I mean, it's good. It's good, but is it the time? I don't know.
But is it also the way? I mean, we have to even ask that question. Is it really the way? So we are spending too much forex on imports. Also, he wants to boost local production. Will this do that?
Which is also very good that we are boosting local production.
Yes,
very
but
important.
will this do that? Currently, we are producing less than 1% of this country's demand for chicken. So suddenly,
so why not work towards
how do we improve
boosting local production, ensure that we are at a place where we can,
So will this policy work if all the policies that they've been doing to boost local production have not worked? Right, and that's the fact.
Yeah.
One district, one factory, one whatever, one. Have they worked? Have they worked? So if they haven't, then if you introduce this one, what will happen? Anyway, that's just one of the two big things on our minds.
Yeah.
Look, the fact that our land records have not been digitalized
in this day and age.
2023.
Wow.
Do you know, not so long ago, when you made a search for land records, you would get a warning on it telling you that if you incur losses because of the inaccuracy of this search, the Lands Commission is not liable.
Wow.
You use our records at your own peril, basically. Okay. Anyway, they are here today. And I'm sure they have answers to all of the questions on our minds about why we are still where we are when it comes to land issues in Ghana. All right, Gratitude Minute. And first, we'll start with those who brought us the 6 a.m. news. Talking about Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Mortgage. Now, it's time for the Joy Business Report. The team is champing at the bit. By the way, say it right. It's champing at the bit, not chomping at the bit. Champing at the bit to bring you the Joy Business Report. And it's by the kind courtesy of Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. And Africa World Airlines. Touching Africa, touching the world.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Governor of the Bank of Ghana assures second tranche of inflows from the International Monetary Fund will be secured before end of year, but is worried about developments surrounding Zambia's bond restructuring. Also, Cedi could trade steadily against the dollar and other major foreign currencies in the month of December after coming under pressure this month. Also, all products and services offered by MTN expected to go up by at least 15% beginning today. Details coming up. Hello everyone, my name is Daryl Kwa. Thanks for being with us. Special hello to our friends listening from Koforidon on KTU Radio. The Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has assured that the second tranche of cash from the International Monetary Fund will be secured before the end of this year. He is, however, worried about the challenges facing Zambia's bond restructuring and the possible impact on Ghana. Here's more in the following report.
Speaking to journalists in Accra, the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison maintained he is optimistic that the IMF inflows will come before end of this year.
I can tell you that from the last briefing that I had, things were moving relatively well. Over the weekend, we all saw the news on Zambia. We are hoping that that will not happen with the discussions on Ghana.
Dr. Ernest Addison has also been giving us some updates on the cocoa loan syndication and whether it will indeed happen before end of year.
I have talked to Cocoa Board and they are very hopeful that the loan will be disbursed sooner rather than later.
The governor of the Bank of Ghana maintained the much talked about Financial Stability Fund has already taken off.
The fund, to the best of my knowledge, is almost operational, and maybe we need to get the ministry to clarify the exact date that they intend to launch it.
So, how prepared is the Bank of Ghana to strictly enforce the zero financing program? This is what the governor had to say.
2017, 2018, 2019, zero financing. So the only exceptions came in year of the pandemic and of course the crisis year of 2022. So we are as committed as can be in terms of sticking to this zero financing criteria.
The Bank of Ghana has maintained that the economy is on the path to recovery and has indicated that things will firmly stabilize soon.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, economist Dr. Patrick Esuming has welcomed the decision to hold the policy rate, but warns cost of credit will continue to remain high. According to him, the country hasn't gotten to the stage where lending rates should go down. He has been speaking to Joy Business.
You have to understand that we are way off where we should be going to the medium term. I mean, way beyond our medium-term target. And we haven't gotten to a stage where we can even begin to think that it's time for us to ease off. So I think the decision to hold the rate is just about what I was expecting. I think the cost of credit will remain high for the foreseeable future, even if they start, easing up the policy rate, reducing it. We cannot expect that it is going to go down substantially. That's not how central bankers act. Take small steps and you observe its impact on the economy, and then you decide. I think the other side is the general uncertainty and risk associated with doing business in the country.
You heard economist Dr. Patrick Esuming. Now, credit to the private sector contracted during the last 3 months. According to the Bank of Ghana, banks continue to deploy their resources towards short-term investments as opposed to extension of credit. This is in response to the increased risks associated with lending following the deteriorating macroeconomic conditions and the impact of the domestic debt exchange program. In the monetary policy report, it said the private sector credit contracted by 7.5% in October 2023 compared with a 57.3% growth during the same period last year. In real terms, credit to the private sector contracted significantly by 31.6% relative to a growth of 3% recorded over the same comparative period. The cedi could trade steadily against the dollar and other major foreign currencies in the month of December. This follows expected foreign inflows from the cocoa syndicated loan. The cedi endured its worst run in November since February this year. Here's more.
If the first review of the International Monetary Fund program is completed by December 2023, the disbursement of the second tranche of $600 million could be timely in supporting the local unit against volatility through the first quarter of 2024. The weakening oil imports will also help ease the pressure on the foreign exchange reserves and strengthen the cedi's near-term outlook. The Bank of Ghana yesterday said in the Monetary Policy Committee report that the early completion and settlement of favorable agreement terms with bilateral creditors and commercial bond holders will help boost confidence and trigger resource flows to the economy. It continued that reserve build-up will even be stronger by the end of the year on receipt of the cocoa loan and disbursement of the IMF second tranche. Meanwhile, the cedi ended last week unchanged from its week open mid-rate of 12 cedis 13 pesos to a dollar in the retail market. However, it weakened the dollar on the interbank market.
Well, appropriate time to bring you an update on the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 12 cedis 15 pesos. That's on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 15 pesos, and the pound going for the euro rather, going for 13 cedis 15 pesos. Now, turning to other news, prices of all products and services offered by telecoms giant MTN Ghana will from this morning be increased by at least 15%. The review will affect voice, SMS, data, post and prepaid services. The review will also affect other special bundles that the telecom operator offers to subscribers. MTN, in a text message to subscribers, attributed the increase to the rise in operational cost. Turning to housing now, in the Ghana Real Estate Development Association is concerned about the challenges in the business environment, saying it has slowed down the development of new projects with consequent downturn in performance. According to its president, Patrick Ebobonfo, the economic downturn is impacting the real estate sector. Speaking at the greater anniversary celebration, Mr. Bonfo, however, said the relative stability of the economy and the operations of the African Continental Free Trade Area will make construction projects in Ghana an attractive option. He called on stakeholders to come together to address the complex housing challenges.
Real estate developers, planners, architects, land surveyors, quantity surveyors, lawyers, electricians, masons, building construction contractors, real estate agents, and community members, it's necessary to ensure the creation of sustainable and inclusive housing solutions. By fostering effective collaboration, stakeholders can leverage their unique expertise, resources, and perspectives to address the complex challenges associated with housing.
Patrick Ebobonfo there, he's president of GREDA. The Ghana Association of Cocoa, Coffee and Shea Nut Farmers, Cocoa Shea, has expressed worry about the delay in the supply of solar torchlights and mosquito nets to the farmers. The association has therefore appealed to the management of Ghana Cocoa Board to expedite action in the supply of the products, since the delay is having a toll on operations of farmers. Addressing journalists ahead of Farmers' Day celebration, spokesperson of the association, Imoro Isifwal Hassan, said items are crucial for the smooth operation of farmers in the hinterlands.
It will interest you to note that solar torchlights and mosquito nets are of tremendous importance to us, as it helps our farmers in remote communities in the cocoa areas, whilst at the same time shea nut pickers are also using the torchlights to go into the bush at dawn to pick shea nuts with ease, as it brightens under the trees, under the shea trees for shea nut collection. As you are aware, a humble reminder of the request was made to the Chief Executive of Cocoa Board on the 8th December 2022, and usually followed up by our representatives on the Ghana Cocoa Board.
Imoro Isifwal Hassan is president of the Ghana Association of Cocoa, Coffee and Shea Nut Farmers. Now, on Investor Eye today, we'll tell you how to detect fraudulent investment links shared on social media platforms. Joseph Kokwe is the lead in charge of cybersecurity at the E-Crime Bureau. He gives us some tips this morning.
There's certain metrics you are looking at. You are looking at historically, what kind of message has this person been sending? So if you contextualize it in that way, then I know the kind of messages you send on a group. This is very inconsistent with things you normally send, right? So on that metric, then I can determine the sender aspect as suspicious. From the sender aspect, you can also look at who is sending it in terms of, again, it comes with history in the sense that, has this person ever sent a message to me before? So if you are dealing with someone who is a one-time sender, normally it also is suspicious, because people of that range are normally attackers who are just targeting as many people as possible, and they want to see who will fall victim to it. But thirdly, in this case of the sender, the beautiful thing about it is you can easily call to verify. So I got a link from you. Are you the one who sent it? I'm saying this because there are cases like where you mentioned where someone's account can be hacked, and then the hacked account is being used to send things.
And that's our Investor Eye episode for this morning. Before we go a look at the commodity market, crude oil selling at $79 a barrel this morning. Gold increased marginally to $2,014 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $4,130 a ton after going up by $41. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The award-winning Super Morning Show continues with Kojo Yankson, who is making his way, I love to say this, steadily into the studio to continue with the show.
Making my way, saying
majestically.
Don't you know they think I'm sitting here all the way? Stop revealing.
Well, you're allowed to grab a cup of coffee.
Well, you know, you have to,
stretch your legs a bit.
You have to take your moments when you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Anyway, Charlie, so a lot to get through today, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that if you are supposed to have a district office of the Lands Commission? There's supposed to be one in your district.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But for some reason, you have to go to your region. So if you buy land in Kaswa, you have to go to Cape Coast to register it at the lands registry in Cape Coast, right? Because there isn't one in the district of Kaswa where people are buying land willy-nilly every day.
That's cumbersome.
Isn't it just? But you see, you have to ask why. Why is it that they haven't created the district offices for the Lands Commission?
Do you know why?
Well, I mean, there are questions, right? So, for example, is it because of lack of money?
Could be.
Lands Commission, all the rent they collect, all the state lands they sell, money, I doubt it. So, what is it?
What is it?
Even the NCC is able to create district offices. Nanka Lands Commission. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So why? Why are they making people travel to regions before they can register their land? Why? Because it's when you get to the region, that's where people will charge you per signature. Isn't it? Isn't it? We heard from someone who was complaining about the Western region, where, you know, they are charging him thousands just to do something that they are already being paid a salary to do.
It benefits some people then.
And Pochoyo. Anyway, the Lands Commission will be here themselves today because some of these things, we don't know the answers. We don't know the answers. But the fact that the problem hasn't been solved raises questions. So we would like to hear them give us answers so that we all understand why we have some of these problems. Then maybe we can start figuring out the solutions together.
Yep.
Yeah. In Torokodo. All right, my brother. I shall permit you to discharge yourself.
All right.
Yes, honorably discharged. We shall recollide tomorrow. But today's inspirational song is coming from someone who is trending.
Oh.
Yeah. She's trending. I'll give you homework. I'll give you homework. Go and find out why Esther Smith is trending. But
why is she trending?
You go and find out. She is, the creative voice behind today's inspirational song, brought to you by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank, the only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. Are you an Esther Smith fan?
I love her songs.
We all
Which
do.
one are we playing?
There you go.
Made him me who be mouth, Jesus made him who be mouth. Shemini as a crew.
As a kunami, Chemi Okuboni. As a crew, and the watch Jesus, Dimier, Sophia, Tabini, as a crew, as a kunami, then Chemi Okuboni. As a crew, as a
You've got me.
Yeah.
There was a poll last night. I think it was on one of the Joy handles. She won. If a woman wins, it's still handsomely.
Beautifully. So that you can be comfortable.
Yeah, beautifully. Yeah.
She won attractively.
I wanted to be sure.
Oh, she won, eh?
Yes. 86%.
I mean, come on, Esther Smith.
Yeah.
Esther Smith and
yeah.
What was the poll about?
No, it was a choice between Esther Smith and I think Joe Mettle also. Yes.
Oh, but that's not a fair pairing.
I think it came from somewhere.
They should have chosen to
I think it came from somewhere.
Joe Mettle,
yes.
Joe Mettle in the last 10 years or so, he's been doing very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But penny the penny.
Yeah.
Yes, I cried only penny back when I read him.
But you see, sometimes to social media, polls, they are a direct communication to you. When people want to tell you that you still have more distance to cover. To hit that legendary status.
If what they were asking is who has the biggest hits?
Okay.
Esther Smith, Joe Mettle.
But Joe Mettle is, a fantastic artist.
Charlie, but Esther Smith, this particular album,
Charlie
had lots of hits on it.
After hit.
Then there was another one. And because of Atlantic Hall, I've forgotten how to sing the songs.
Don't
But
even attempt.
Also had hits upon hits.
Don't even attempt. We don't want to hear your version.
I haven't said anything.
Good morning to all ATL FM alumni who are listening. All right, listen. Let's get into it. We'll start with the Drive Safe campaign.
Brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. And so, look, expect other drivers to make mistakes. Part of being a defensive driver is not trusting that other drivers aren't distracted or know how to drive defensively. When coming to an intersection, always watch other drivers to make sure they actually come to a complete stop when they are supposed to before you proceed. Keep an eye on the vehicles around you in case they suddenly change lanes, even without signaling. Also, expect that some drivers on the road may not be from the area and are unfamiliar with local traffic patterns. Yes. Don't think that other drivers would always be like you. So that's what it's telling you. Expect other drivers to make a mistake.
That's what defensive driving is all about anyway.
Don't expect them to be like you because you and Kasana then. So expect that there are worse people out there than you. Let's be real. We don't have the best trained drivers in this country, do we?
All right, should we learn how to say it right? It's brought to us by Kingdom Books at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done. You say either, I say either.
Today, I'd like us to tackle yet another commonly mispronounced word. I'll spell it first. D-E-S-P-I-T-E. Now, how would you pronounce that? Did you just say despite? Yes, that's how so many people say it. I'm sure that is at least in part due to the presence of a popular Ghanaian media mogul whose nickname is pronounced that way. But despite, the correct pronunciation is despite. Now, here's what's really interesting. Do you know what the word despite actually means? You'd be surprised. Despite is actually a synonym for despise. It means to scorn or look down on something or someone. It comes from the Latin word despicere, which also means to look down on. So how did it come to mean regardless or notwithstanding? Well, despite is actually a shortened version of the phrase in despite of, which just means in defiance of or in contradiction to. So I'm sure you now understand why the most common synonymous phrase for despite is in spite of. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? You see, we got there in the end, didn't we? Despite the winding road. And that is how you say it right.
There you go. That's how to say it right. Now, just before we get into the news review brought to us this morning by Syntex Tank, are you strong, are you tough? My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today. And Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, aka Jrapa Dubai, your ultimate destination for luxury and adventure. Before we get into all of that, yesterday, Evans Mensah sat with KT Hammond. Boy, that was quite a sitting. I mean, I listened to the Minister for Trade and Industry, KT Hammond, revealing that he has actually reached a consensus with the minority to finally lay that import regulation seeking to restrict the importation of rice, cow stomachs. I think this is the Yemwadie one, cow stomach. It's not cow stomach. I think it's the entrails, right? Cow entrails. And 20 other items. The legislative instrument has met fierce opposition, of course, from the minority who have 3 times blocked its laying in Parliament. But speaking in an exclusive interview with Joy News, the Trades Minister actually said that the two sides have come to an agreement. He also refuted claims that the legislation instrument could lead to corruption. Let's listen to a little bit of what he said to Evans.
Well, that was the allegation that he hadn't reported to the leadership. The outcome of the meeting which you just talked about. Yeah, that's right. It turned out not to be true. He had reported to them. Then what do we do? Okay, let's... But was that outcome a consensus position that was going to be communicated? As far as I'm concerned, within the committee was absolutely a consensus. So you're saying that the NDC chair side and the MPP chairs are all agreed at the committee level? Too late. Yeah, sure. With the change being reviews will return to Parliament. I read to you. It is not an attempt to line KT Hammond's pocket with anything. It is not an attempt to line the MPP's government's coffers with anything. It's nothing to do with going into an election next year. It is simply an attempt to revive the economy, which has experienced some rather difficult headways. I don't think it is acceptable for a country to expend as much as the figures that I've quoted.
Yeah. So that's the bit where KT Hammond looked into the camera, stared into the lenses of the eyes of the viewers, and said that this is not to line KT Hammond's pocket. It is to solve a major problem. In fact, 2 problems. 1, the fact that we are spending too much money on imports, and 2, the fact that we are not producing enough of these things locally.
So when you restrict it, we produce enough? Or the local consumption or local production would actually ramp up immediately? Is that the thinking? Or because the difficulty with this regulation is the very fact that the procedure put in place to allow specific people do the import has a lot of hands that we all do not trust. And we have come to believe that mostly in the performance of their duties, politics trumps public policy. You then ask yourself, why are we seeking for a country that's going to improve inflation to 15% in the incoming year? Seeking to do things that people are importing in the business saying, you are just going to push up the inflation again. Are we convinced in a year, by this time, we would have actually improved local production to the point that it will be so cheap that will affect the inflation and push it down? Check the inflationary pressures and how some of these products contribute to it. You then ask yourself whether indeed we have thought through this, and if you listen to the minister, perhaps he did not put together this policy, and it's possible. He cannot be writing every single one of them.
He didn't do that.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes, obviously.
He couldn't have.
Perhaps he didn't even participate in it at all, because the defense is very poor. You would think he doesn't even understand how those restrictions, that entire thinking about import substitution industrialization, you would think he doesn't understand it very well. You would think he has not really taken his time to understand how these figures, because it's easy to throw out big figures, and we've always do that, right? We do this level of imports, we do this. Why do we import them and send it to different countries? Are we not the ones consuming it? Are we not the ones who are allowing it for God knows how long? And we have tried this before. It didn't work. So what is it about this new legislation that's not going to make it work?
Raymond, I am looking at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture's own figures. So I want to use this to do just a 2-minute analysis. In 2020, our total rice consumption was 1,450,000 metric tons. We, the people of Ghana, produce 43% of this. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture's own other document, which talks about the statistics, the SRID department, they'll give you all the statistics, says between 2019 to 2021, on the average, we produced about 600,000 metric tons of rice. Now, today, if Katie Hammond tells us we are going to restrict the importation of rice, mind you, the moment you see the price of rice going up on the market, it sends a sudden signal to you. The moment you see that we are actually, a lot of our inflation is imported, it sends a particular signal to you. Listen to this. Today, are we rice sufficient? No. So from now till the end of December, who is going to produce the rice and where did they plant it in this country? The names that Katie Hammond is mentioning, how many hectares of rice are they producing today? Are they cultivating today? That he believes that these entities are the ones going to make us self-sufficient when it comes to rice production. 2, you want to talk about banning poultry. If you want to consume broilers locally, you would need to produce about 100 million broilers every year, per annum. 100 million. Today, how many are we producing? Mind you, we actually don't even produce more than 2% of our broiler consumption. So, from the little numbers that we produce, what must we do to get to the 100 million production? It means you would need about some 800,000 to 900,000 metric tons of maize production. Your maize production in this country today, on the average, is about 3.5 million metric tons. You need to add about 1 million to it. What are you going to do? So the conversation is not just saying we're banning or we are restricting imports. The conversation is telling me the plans that you've put in place show working. This is what we need to do. That's what we need to do. But if you just, and this is the Ministry of Food and See.
So you wonder if there's a link,
go to their website.
Between the Trades Ministry, the Food and Agriculture Ministry, the Finance Ministry. Is there some sort of synergy going on?
They are all supposed to be represented on this super committee that will be giving out.
Is it possible that we are getting ahead of ourselves? The minister at his vetting told us he didn't understand inflation.
I remember that.
Let's get into the papers.
Just quickly, he spent a bit of time on the review that if you come before the committee and you're dissatisfied because you're not allowed to import, then you can go to courts. And I was wondering, do you pay before appearing? When you go to court, remember that it's not a simple process. Who pays for all those cost of going to courts? And it will take time. It may take time. It may be cumbersome. It may be expensive. Do you finally, when you get the decision from the courts, would you pass on the cost of, litigation onto the things that you import? So many things I don't think we've thoroughly.
Let me just do this correction. So the 800,000 metric tons, that's the amount of feed. Maize will be 400,000 metric tons. And the question simply is, today, have we done the planning? Do we know how we're going to achieve that? Don't just throw out numbers and say, I don't want to mention companies' name, but the companies that Katie Hammond was mentioning, you ask yourself a very simple question. What is the level of cultivation in this country? Otherwise, if you're not careful, people will bag rice from Asia and bring it into this country and sell to all of us.
But they are doing, we know that. You just bring in rice and change the label. They move on with your lives.
I didn't want to say it. But anyway, let's get into the papers.
Anyway, before we do that, the one important thing to note, Katie Hammond's conversation with Evans Mensah, like you have all illustrated, it's one side of the conversation. The import side.
Yeah.
Who is talking about the local production side? Right, this government has been implementing local production boosting policies since 2017. Which of them has worked?
Government believes that really worked. For
Which one?
example, let me give you two examples that works perfectly. On the front page of the Ghanaian Times, the minister says Ghana will be self-sufficient in food production in the next 5 years. Now, let me take you to 11th November 2022. Ghana is food self-sufficient, Agric Minister assures Parliament. So in 2022, the minister went to Parliament and told everybody that we are self-sufficient. Now,
this was Wata.
Was it the same minister?
Yes, no. This is Workaholic Akoto. Then his successor now tells the people of this republic that we will be self-sufficient in food production in the next 5 years.
So what I imagine.
Charlie, let's get to the headlines. We'll come back to this.
Yeah.
So that's one of the stories. What you actually talked about in the papers.
Brilliant. The rest are 24-hour economic policies to create jobs for Ghanaians. Ex-President Mahama maintain positive outlook ahead of festivities. This is the information minister. And minority kicks against 5.5 billion tax waiver for 45 companies. And they have shared a list of the companies that are demanding a tax waiver, and it's up to 5.5 billion. That 5.5 billion, if we had the next tranche, we don't have to pay. We don't have to take the IMF money for the next tranche.
What is our revenue target, for tax collection in this country?
Total revenue and grants for 2023 would be 2024 is 176 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Anyway,
the final newspaper is reporting. You guys remember this famous La Bianca case, the OSP's findings on two former Ghana Revenue Authority commissioners. The OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, found them for wrongdoing sometime in August last year. While the High Court has actually quashed that finding and also awarded cost of 10,000 Ghana cedis against the OSP. OSP reacted to this when the final contacted the office. It says the decision of the court is extremely inimical to the fight against corruption and the administration of justice for a court to prohibit investigations.
Well, the Daily Guide for this morning says Latter-day Saints unveils miracle of Christmas. So they say just like Jesus Christ did when he was on earth, they're doing the same. They're organizing concerts in the northern region, for instance. They intend to feed some needy households. Ghana card for car purchase soon, Dr. Bamia. So this is a story that
it's for free.
No, it's a credit system.
You use the card to pay?
So because you have a Ghana card and you can be identified, if you now
go to Toyota right now.
Like what?
I'll go to Toyota and solve my mommy's problem right now.
It is not going to Toyota to solve my mommy's problem. Let me bring you the details.
Okay.
It says Ghanaians will soon buy cars on credit using Ghana card, with Solar Taxi Company agreeing to roll out the initiative. So according to the Vice President, the country is on the pace to establish a credit system anchored by the Ghana card to make life easy for its citizens. And he indicates that one who is purchasing may require, all that person would require for the credit transaction with the automobile companies will be the Ghana card may require, adding that this has been made possible by the digitalization of the economy. Now, let me quote verbatim. The Ghana card will also become the anchor for the credit system in Ghana, and it will take a couple of car manufacturers in Ghana, notably Solar Taxi, to give cars on credit. All they need at the point of transaction will be your Ghana card, and they will give you a car. Then you pay over time.
Okay, so look, the theory of this Ghana card is that it is a way to identify and locate Ghanaians. If banks are able to identify and locate you, the theory is that they should feel more comfortable about lending to you. So their lending should be cheaper and it should be more accessible. That's the theory. But the Ghana card identifies us. Does it locate us? All right, let's do the online review.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
It's brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, and Goyle Good Energy.
Now, what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part of it. Now, Goyle Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP are the very best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Goyle Super XP Raw 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as your normal fuel. Goyle's Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goal, good energy. Goal.
All right, on myjoyonline.com this morning, Minority has stabbed me in the back. Katie Hammond on prelaying of LI to restrict imports. Talked about that earlier, haven't we? I guess it's time for us to move on to the BBC News. It's brought to us this morning by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana. Here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Your search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASSCE, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Nearly 60% of the global population lives in Asia, and many congested cities here are now seeing a rise in toxic fumes from industrial activities, traffic, and fossil fuel burning. So how are people working and living here? And what can be done?
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello, you're with Newsday on the BBC World Service with Davina Gupta and Rob Young.
Coming up, Israel and Hamas have agreed to extend the truce by 2 days, paving the way for more hostages and detainees to be swapped. We'll speak to a traumatic loss expert who's been talking to the hostages when they return to Israel.
We'll also hear from Mary Earps, this year's BBC Women's Footballer of the Year.
Mary Earps, we've never said this to a goalkeeper before, but on behalf of the BBC World Service, you are the BBC Women's Footballer of the Year 2023. Super special. Thank you very much to everybody.
Well, congratulations to Mary, and for the first time, a long-haul flight is due to fly across the Atlantic fueled by low-carbon fuel. Details on that coming up with business and sports news as well. But first, the world news.
BBC News, hello, I'm Gareth Barlow.
The truce in Gaza between Israel and Hamas has entered its fifth day after Qatari mediators announced a 48-hour extension. The UN has used the lull in fighting to increase urgent aid deliveries to Gazans, but has warned that the current consignments are a drop in the ocean. From Jerusalem, here's Hugo Bashega.
The extended truce will again see 3 Palestinians being released from Israeli jails for each Israeli hostage returned from Gaza. The office of the Israeli Prime Minister said he had received the list of captives to be freed later today and that their families were being notified. Those released last night included 2 women and 9 children and teenagers who were all abducted from the same kibbutz. Around 170 people remain in captivity in Gaza. Hamas says it's not holding all of them, which could complicate efforts to free the most vulnerable.
The regional director for Near and Middle East of the International Committee of the Red Cross has told the BBC he believes half of northern Gaza has been destroyed. Fabrizio Carboni said his staff in Gaza, consisting of the ICRC's most experienced medical workers who've worked in Afghanistan, Sudan and Yemen, have been deeply affected by what they've witnessed. A tunnelling expert helping to rescue 41 workers trapped in a collapsed tunnel in northern India says he is expecting good results later today. He said over 50 metres of an escape route have been cleared. The BBC's Charles Havland has this report.
Chris Cooper, a micro-tunnelling expert, said there were only 5 or 6 more metres of horizontal drilling before the men are reached. The 41 men have been trapped for more than 2 weeks. They have extensive space and food is being conveyed to them, but mountain temperatures are plunging. Military engineers are now digging through with hand-operated drills after several breakages of heavy machinery.
North Korea's state media says its recently launched military spy satellite has taken photos of the White House, the Pentagon and aircraft carriers at a U.S. naval base in the state of Virginia. It says the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was presented with the pictures, but Pyongyang has not released any so far. Seoul said it was monitoring the activities of the satellite, which appears to be in orbit. Speaking at the United Nations, the Assistant Secretary General for the Middle East, Asia and the Pacific, Khaled Khairi, said the launch by North Korea, or the DPRK, represented a serious risk to international civil aviation and maritime traffic.
While sovereign states have the right to benefit from peaceful space activities, Security Council resolutions expressly prohibit the DPRK from conducting any launches using ballistic missile technology. On 21st of November, the Secretary General strongly condemned the launch of yet another military satellite using ballistic missile technology.
World News from the BBC. An analysis by the BBC suggests air pollution caused by oil companies burning waste gas could affect millions more people in the Middle East than previously thought. A BBC Arabic investigation has found that toxic pollutants released by the process called flaring could spread for hundreds of kilometres. They can cause or worsen respiratory and heart diseases, cancer and other health problems. The Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis has expressed his annoyance after a meeting in London with the British Prime Minister was cancelled at short notice. Rishi Sunak was reported to have been irritated by Mr Mitsotakis' comments about the return to Greece of the Parthenon sculptures. These were removed in the 19th century and are currently in the British Museum. Henry Zeffman is in Westminster.
I'm told that people in Downing Street believed they had assurances from the Greek government that he wouldn't talk about it while he was in the UK. One person that Kyriakos Mitsotakis did meet yesterday is Sir Keir Starmer, the Labour leader. And Keir Starmer has said that Labour's position is that they would not stand in the way of a deal if the British Museum and the Greek government were to reach a deal where some of these marbles return to Greece, perhaps on loan.
Australia's High Court has explained a recent ruling that overturned an almost 20-year precedent allowing the indefinite detention of migrants. The judges agreed unanimously that migrants could not continue to be detained when there was no real prospect of deportation. The ruling prompted the release of more than 140 detainees. And the England and Manchester United goalkeeper Mary Earps has been voted this year's BBC Women's Footballer of the Year. Earps won the Golden Glove at the FIFA Women's World Cup in August after helping England reach the final. She said it was special to be the first keeper to get her hands on the award. From London, that's the latest BBC News.
Madam, hurry up.
Hey, paying money too long queue. Why? Oh, it's not me. Oh. The counting machine keeps stopping. When you check a crama me, why?
Ensure you never miss a single sale this festive season. Get the BluePay app and POS device. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. Wait for customer to approve and that's it. No e-levy charges. Mobile money and bank card payments just got easier with BluePay.
Hello, sir. I've sent the BluePay prompt.
Oh, is that simple, eh? Wow. BluePay, never miss a sale. Call or WhatsApp 0547220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
This is a special security announcement. Trellador, Africa's strongest burglar proofing, announces big discounts on all sliding security barriers, roller shutters, and clear guards to protect homes and offices from criminals. Trellador is fighting rising prices by offering big savings and lower prices. Be safe, secure your premises. Google Trellador or call 0561 24 24 24. Trellador, Africa's strongest burglar proofing.
For over 10 years, Old Mutual has been touching lives in Ghana. Whether you're a trader or a student, an entrepreneur or an employer, or nearing your retirement, we have the right financial solutions tailored just for you. Contact Old Mutual on 030-7000-600 or visit our website on oldmutual.com.gh to learn more. And let's realize your financial freedom together. 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Mami loan no, NIB loan no. When you need a personal loan, you need a bank that you can trust. A bank with the best possible rate and the process easy and stress-free. That's National Investment Bank, NIB. You know what I mean? NIB, NIB. We help with your financial needs. NIB, NIB. We have a variety of personal loans. NIB, NIB.
Visit the nearest NIB branch for your personal loans today. You can call 0302-428-500 or call toll free on 0800-007-777. Your CIMG award-winning bank with over 60 years of banking is here to empower your dreams every step of the way.
NIB, we have a variety of personal loans.
NIB, your business is our business. Terms and conditions apply.
NIB, NIB.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet.
Switches from yelling to mumbling. You ain't a pal of me, my family ties, but not with Mallory. My analogy ain't for salary. As I roll reality through galaxies. For centuries, it's to me with the scent of weed. With a chain representing penitentiaries. From Warren Town to Borton Town, from North to Illtown. And all you know from life was right, cause the person wasn't driving too fast. I was flying too low. You think I'm rocking too quick? I think you listen too slow. I'm erupting, constructing a
Is everything okay? Why no you in the phone?
On her records now.
14 past 7 on the Super Morning Show right here on Joy 99.7 FM. DJ Ubeti. Yeah. Anyway, look, today we've got lots to get through, lots of issues to discuss, not least of which is, the continuing drama in Parliament as the Trades Minister seeks to lay an LI which will allow him to have the powers of determining who imports what, at least among some 22 odd items which they seek to restrict the importation of. And they say they are doing this for two reasons. First of all, to cut down how much money we spend on imports, how much foreign exchange we spend on imports, and two, to boost local production. Charlie, so which way? And by the way, let's not also forget that he insists with evidence that the minority is on his side on this, that they've already agreed that he can proceed.
Okay, well, let me start with people getting to know. Sometimes we speak in a vacuum. We are talking about rice, guts, bladder and stomach of animals, poultry, then there's vegetable oil, there's margarine, fruit juices, soft drink, mineral water, noodles and pasta, ceramic tiles, paper and paperboard, mosquito coil and insecticides, soaps and detergents, motor cars and iron and steel, cement, polymers, plastics and plastic products, fish, sugar, clothing and apparel, biscuits, and also canned tomatoes. If today, Kojo, you successfully decide that you are restricting the importation, we've tried it before. Sometimes say underwear. Yeah. Sometimes we say we're going to restrict.
We've even tried rice before.
Undergarments. Yes! But somebody should tell us what was a success when we tried it in the last 2 or 3 attempts in times. But recently, we tried doing so. Now, the idea of learning, and somebody asked me to ask the minister if he had read the recent Ghana Statistical Service on report on trade vulnerabilities, and that if it actually affected the decision of the state to go into this, because some data, which sometimes the ministries may not have, should influence your decision, because this is not voodoo decision making. It has to be sensible, it has to be based on proper policy. So some data should influence it. It is not just enough telling people of this republic that, oh, you consume a whole lot of imported stuff. We know that for a fact. We know of what imported inflation does to us as a people. But the solution cannot be like the monkeys that decided to give the fish some relief by taking them out of water and keeping them on the dry land and killing them eventually. That is not a solution. That kind of monkey solution does not solve the problem in any way, except there's an ulterior motive behind it. And we know how politics is done in our part of the country. Restrict, control, and now leave it to people that you want to actually be the ones important.
Let's listen to what he said before Churchill comes in. This is what he said about the support of the minority for this move.
Well, that was the allegation, that he hadn't reported to the leadership.
The outcome of the meeting which you just talked about.
Yeah, that's right. It turned out not to be true. He had reported to them. Then what do we do? Okay, let's...
But was that outcome a consensus position that was going to be communicated?
As far as I'm concerned, within the committee was absolutely a consensus.
So you're saying that the NDC chair side and the MPP chair side all agreed at that committee level?
They completely agree.
Too late?
Yeah, sure, delayed.
With the change being reviews will return to Parliament.
I can read to you.
Well, so Kojo, you ask yourself a very simple question, and I realize that Mills Michael says it's not outright ban. Well, we've talked about restrictions. We haven't said it's banning it. You want us to call the minister to explain what constitutes restrictions and whether we need to do something to control imports flooding into our country. Let me just say this. Nobody is happy with imported inflation. But we have also asked very simple questions. We've asked, one, what is the plan? If you today say you're restricting importation, and so people would need permission from the minister, a committee. Today, if you say you
finally to be approved by the minister.
Yes. If you say today you want to enhance local production, what have you done so far? Do you all of a sudden wake up and say we're restricting importation, so we enhance local production. I have said here, and I repeat, that if we're a serious country, all the import duties on, say, rice, poultry, we would channel part of it into the boosting of local production.
But that's the idea.
Exactly, I'm coming to it.
That's the idea.
So I ask you a very simple question. Today, can we show working and say that because we want to enhance local production,
yes,
what we have done over the period is to use these taxes on the imports of these products to boost local production?
Yes, we are food sufficient.
And
that
so we are
was
food
what
sufficient.
the minister said.
We are not.
We were.
Look,
in 2022.
Now we are not.
Look, you say, and I'm making. Look, I say, you say, okay, because people are prepared to produce. Which people are prepared to produce? Ownership of an economy matters all the time.
Yeah.
Part of the reason Donald Trump always had a problem with China was because of the ownership of the American economy in itself. And we have evidence to show in this country. My point is simply this. If you are 43% or 45% rice sufficient, you will not become rice sufficient, 100% sufficient in 2023 by restricting importations. If you are 43 to 45% rice sufficient, you will not become 100% rice sufficient in 2024 with the same things that we are doing. What are the policies and programs we've put in place to ensure this? You say we want to ensure, even today, and I was telling you the last time, I said it yesterday, that part of the reason you have, you could call it dumping, is that, look, the chicken breast is it's loved so much in Europe that it costs a lot to produce it. When they are done, the wings and other things, they've actually, gotten their monies already. Then they throw these ones to us and we buy them. But the question is, how do you stop it? Do you stop it by just saying, oh, okay, we want to restrict its importation? Or do you stop it by saying, these are my plans over the next 5 years to ensure that Ghanaian companies are able to produce?
But in all fairness, should we stop it? Is producing and making sure we have chicken in this country cheaper than importing it?
It is not.
Listen, sometimes we should use the economics to make the decision.
Yes.
Not because we feel like we can do everything. We feel like we can be superhumans in this country, but it's the reality that we can support every industry to grow. So, can we really do that? All the lists I produced here.
But have we not been supporting industries to grow since this government came into
office? I get you 100%.
And has it worked?
The evidence is that we should make improvements in these areas. I agree with you perfectly.
No, has it worked?
It is working in the future.
One district, one factory. Has it worked?
So here's the thing. The basic.
You know when we talked about
basic
just
question.
1 second. When we talk about one district, one factory, we
planting for food.
We kept saying it here that target your top 10. Don't put factories across the country like you are doing the spreading of oil money. Target your top 10 so that you can replace these ones. If you're able to replace that, it makes sense. But the question I'm asking is that truly, can we be competitively priced when it comes to oil more than the other countries that have been doing it for 30 years? Are we truly telling ourselves the truth?
Go and check the trade vulnerability report.
Yes.
It would show you where you have competitive advantage. It will show you the African countries that are depending on other imports from other places, and it will show you how you can take advantage of after.
I think it is clear, and this, see, I've said this before, this is not a minority issue. This is a Ghanaian matter. We're raising very relevant questions. When you restrict importation, would it automatically boost local production? Would it increase our production? Would we be able to meet the market demand? And I think that the answer is no. So why would you want to do it? It is also clear, those who have promised to produce the rice, what's their track record in producing rice, for instance? And I've said that this review process that you've put on paper nicely and fat on the ground, it would make these products more expensive if you go through all this process.
So that other Ghanaians suffer.
Let's go to the UPSA.
Before we get to the UPSA Law School Point of Law series, let me just say this. My problem with this whole thing is this. Let's even assume that this was the solution. That indeed restricting imports would somehow boost the local economy while saving us forex. Let's even assume that was the solution. Did you know that today people don't just get up and import things? You can't just get up and import rice.
That's true.
You can't just get up and import chicken.
It's as if there are no restrictions currently on it.
Thank you. You need certain permits and licenses to import these things. The only problem is that you don't need them from the trade ministry. I'll leave it there.
So when you get it, then after that you take your license to the trades ministry.
So Mama,
and go and sit before the committee.
idea here is that somebody wants to bring powers that already exist to his ministry.
Mostly we call it like you are putting it together now.
So you see, why is the minority not bringing out some of these issues? You know, like the real stuff, not emotional things.
Our minority, they want the media to do their
Let's
job
get to the UPSA Law School Point of Law series.
Let's do it now.
It's unlawful to employ a domestic servant without a written contract of employment spelling out the frequency of payment, overtime rate, pension, and hours of work. It is unlawful to employ a domestic servant without a written contract of employment spelling out the frequency of payment, overtime rate, pension, and hours of work. That's Regulation 312BEG and First Schedule of the Labor Domestic Workers Regulation 2020 LI 2408.
Interesting.
That's LI. We must bring it on the show one of these days.
Should we also pay a SNIT for them?
Yes. And they're entitled to also take their leave.
So anyway, absolutely. Speaking of laws and allies, the Lands Commission is our guest today on the show. Well, the institution is our guest, but of course they'll be represented. We're looking forward to that conversation, Pa, because there's a lot we need to learn about how they operate. But I think it beggars belief, as Winston pointed out earlier, that in 2023, we still haven't been able to digitalize our land records.
After all the promises.
So we still haven't been able to digitalize our land records. We actually went through a process, passed laws, so that in 2008, all of these separate institutions were brought together. The idea was that we were going to streamline some of these things. International organizations gave us money to digitalize our records based in there. And the annoying part is that even today, if you are submitting your details, the details of your land to the Lands Commission, you will probably still be submitting them analog. So you see, we are not even making it possible for the new land documentation to be submitted digitally. Anyway, that's just one of the many things I want to ask the Lands Commission when they get here. Apparently, until recently, there was a disclaimer. When you make a search of the lands registry, there was a disclaimer that will tell you that if you incur any losses as a result of the information you got from this lands registry, walla.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Let's continue. There's lots to do today on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned. Of course, we want your tweets or your X posts. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Tell us what's on your mind, whether it's trade or lands. We'll deal with it today.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
And get a loan of up to 450,000 Ghana cedis from Fidelity Bank and get rewarded. Switch your existing salaried loan to Fidelity Bank or get a new personal loan and enjoy the lowest fixed interest rate, a 2-month repayment holiday in December 2023 and January 2024. Also 50% discount on the processing fee till end of December 2023 and guaranteed fixed monthly repayment. Don't miss this offer. Call Fidelity Bank on 0800 003355 or simply walk into any Fidelity Bank branch and let them help you achieve that dream.
All right, now, of course, this is a call to all football lovers. Total Energies Ghana is bringing the AFCON trophy to Ghana, and you, their loyal customer, will get the unique opportunity to experience it feely. Catch the trophy on the 28th of November at Total Energies service stations, including Liberty Avenue, Ring Road, and 37 Military Hospital. And you could get the chance to take pictures with the trophy and interact with the brand ambassador, Stephen Tornado Apia. Is it Tornado or Tornado?
I don't know.
Potato.
We just hear tornado.
Yeah, tornado. Yes. I went to school with a guy called Tony Ado, and he shortened it to Tornado. So maybe. All right, let's live football together with Total Energies.
So let's escape to the Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Drapa, Dubai, Kojo and Raymond. This Xmas season. Now you've seen the rest. It's time to see the best. Take a break from work this Christmas and take a break from the south. Let's head north. The Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Drapa, Dubai, is the place to relax, rewind, and get re-energized this Christmas holiday. Now, this is what awaits you: unforgettable safari experience, an amazing array of wildlife, including lions, hippopotamus, zebras, ostriches, amongst others, using our spacious and well-secured game tour vehicles and quad bikes, water sports such as jet skiing, boat or canoe rides, family games, to keep you and your families excited every day. Great tourist attractions in the Upper West region, including the Mushroom Rock, Slip Caves, Royal Cozy Hills Safari Resort, your ultimate destination for luxury and adventure. Please call them on 0501 694280. Raymond, write the number down: 0501 694280 or 0248 844463 for reservations or enquiries. And I know you'll be there.
When you guys go,
Yes,
Kojo and Ray, make sure you visit the Black Volta.
Okay, we have taken due notice of your. Now you need to ensure you never miss a sale from your customers this festive season with the BluePay experience. With the BluePay app or POS, simply enter your customer's number, the amount to be paid, and wait for customer to confirm on the BluePay prompt. That's it. Now this is the exciting part. I don't know if it's with no e-levy charges, your payment just got easier.
That's why we vibe, eh?
Yeah. Whether you need a POS for Momo,
and people want Winston to stop what he's doing.
That is personal.
He hasn't touched you. He hasn't touched you.
Whether
I'm taking it personally.
Brilliant. Now, whether you need a POS for Momo and card payments, a USSD code, could you concentrate on me, okay? Yes, a payment link for your small or large business. BluePay is here to sort you out with absolutely no hassle. Don't miss out. Send the BluePay prompt now. BluePay, never miss a sale. Call WhatsApp on this number 0547 220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register and get a POS for your business today.
And let's talk about the master of mortgages, Republic Bank. Republic Bank has gone even lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. So if you're planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call the Mortgage Hub and speak to a specialist on 054 0109901 or just send an email to myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
And with Republic Bank, I qualify for a mortgage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You do, huh?
Kwame Jan was telling us about
yes,
some lecturers went to.
Professors.
They went to take to check whether they qualify for mortgage.
I almost
They
say
put their salary and the girl started laughing.
Professor
So the professor was like, you have a package for us.
Not $150 house.
Anyway, have a whole new.
And they are the top. Professors are the top of the service.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie. So imagine, they are telling you that. Anyway, but you still qualify for other things. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited says go to kingdomstoreonline.com where you can get any of their amazing quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at great prices, all right? And they'll deliver to your home or office in good time. Free delivery for Accra and Tema, and of course you can pay by Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And have a whole new brushing experience with the new Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste and Pepsodent Charcoal White. Pepsodent Herbal is infused with a unique blend of green tea and herbal extracts, formulated to repair and protect your gums while giving an all-round cooling sensation. Pepsodent Charcoal White is also uniquely made with charcoal and lemon essence that restores your teeth's natural whiteness and gives you complete oral protection for you and your family. Pepsodent, every smile matters. Remember to always brush your teeth twice daily with Pepsodent.
Marvin, there's still hope for us. Now, Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer.
Yes.
For a limited time only, they are offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles. This includes the sleek Belter, the stylish Corolla Cross, the dynamic RAV4, and the one we give to Kojono, the robust Hilux. That's not all. When you make that decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. Free 1 whole year. The golden opportunity won't be around forever. Pay a visit to any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrade. Alternatively, you can reach out to them at 0302-910-204. There's credit purchase available through special arrangements with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
Yeah. Porridge in your superior. Yeah. All right, it's time now for the nutrition line from Nestle, and of course, they offer good food for a good life.
Yummy mummies, great news! Your favorite Cerelac fruit now comes in a refreshing new look and has the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus. And guess what? Cerelac fruits can now be consumed from 6 months. Yes, you heard right, just like your other favorite Cerelac variants because of the banana, apple, and orange fruit flakes. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Your favorite maize, wheat, rice, and fruit Cerelac variants from 6 months now comes in a refreshing new look. Enjoy the goodness of Cerelac with the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus in an exciting new look. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's so good, Mom. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. I love it when you're happy. I love it when you're smiling. I love it when you're feeling good about yourself. So check all of the above. And let's spend these next few moments together. It's Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. I hope you're doing well. Over the past week or two, we've been discussing iron and its vital role in human health. As the saying goes, too much of everything could be bad for you. And today we're discussing how excessive iron intake is harmful. Excessive iron intake or iron overdose happens when a person takes more iron than is recommended. It is almost impossible to overdose on iron just from dietary sources unless you are eating a lot of liver and organ meat all the time. Iron overdose usually occurs by accident when a person takes in more multivitamin supplements than is recommended by the doctor. It could also occur when a person takes in various forms of iron supplements. Example, taking both a blood tonic and a multivitamin which also contains iron. Certain people are genetically predisposed to excessive absorption of iron from the intestine and could develop iron overload or hemochromatosis. If you are diagnosed with hemochromatosis, your doctor and dietitian will work with you to plan a diet low in iron encourage you to donate blood regularly and give you other medical advice to promote your health. Time to part, sweet company. I hope you've learned something useful. I hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I have. Of course, I enjoy my time with you always because you're special. And you know that by now, I hope. Please reach out. We will be waiting to hear from you via phone or email. Share your thoughts, ideas, suggestions, and however else you think we can make this a better show and a better journey to health and wellness. 0302517020 or 0302211880 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also WhatsApp, SMS or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. the following numbers 0593 8456 97 0593 845649 0593 845708. Do please send an email if you prefer to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. So what kind of day are you hoping to have? Beautiful, fruitful, successful, enjoyable, incredible, amazing? I wish you all of that. Have a beautiful day and be kind to yourself. Bye.
Hello, yummy mummies. Great news. Your favorite Cerelac fruit now comes in a refreshing new look and has the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus. And guess what? Cerelac fruits can now be consumed from 6 months. Yes, you heard right. Just like your other favorite Cerelac variants because of the banana, apple, and orange fruit flakes. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Your favorite maize, wheat, rice, and fruit Cerelac variants from 6 months now comes in a refreshing new look. Enjoy the goodness of Cerelac with the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus in an exciting new look. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's so good, Mom. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Ma, the way you're always getting alerts these days, I won't be surprised to hear that you have gotten a Momo for Business account by my next visitor.
Oh, I'm already on Momo for Business, oh.
Since when?
Since. Now, it's easy to apply for a merchant SIM. All you need is a registered MTN number, your business certificate, your Ghana card, and you are good to go.
Sir,
you think you are the only one who knows what's up, eh? Look, I just dialed *5051#, selected register, and the region I was requesting the SIM from, and waited for my SMS with my reference number. You can even go online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh and complete the details for an even better experience.
Hey, Grandma Momo.
Sign up for Momo for Business the easy and simple way. Just visit momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh or dial *5051# and follow the prompts and be on your way to owning a Momo business account today for free.
MTN. Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
OneXBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download OneXBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. OneXBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to onexbet.com.gh. Register with promo code WELCOMEGHANA and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. OneXBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah. With nourishing Cowbell Premium Milk and Cowbell Vita Rich. Nourishment for you. There's a Cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and Cowbell Premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, it's a birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise. Seal phone, Papa Perfect.
All right,
Good morning,
so
Kojo.
today,
Good morning, Salah.
Today,
what is Mama V's Christian name?
Oh,
should we go to the chaotic shouts? Agnes Asantua Ado, today is your 40th birthday, and I have a message from your husband, Kwesi Abankwa Anochi. He says I should tell you that he loves you. He says, tell her I love her. So Agnes Asantua Ado, happy birthday to you. It's also the birthday of an ardent, loyal listener of Joy FM, Madam Faustina Abba. You turn 70 years today from your children and the entire multimedia family, especially Ernest Kojomenu, to you. Happy 70th birthday, Mom.
And it's happy birthday to you, Kwabne Jekum, CEO of CIMG.
Oh,
So
nice.
happy birthday to you, Kwabna. And it's also the birthday of Nana Yao Dankwa. So happy birthday to you, Nana Yao Dankwa.
All right, let me get through these ones real quick. Blessed and happy birthday to my old Ogasco mate Ascona of Ebenezer Down. Someone is from your children. Ifia Kuma, Ohima, Ifia Dufie, Obrimpong, Okatechie, and Nana Kwekwesibe Osei. All right, this one is to an ardent and loyal listener of Joy FM, Madam Faustina Abba.
Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Yes.
Lovely. Here's one. Happy birthday to Dr. Prince Ayiku, Managing Director of Lakeside Estates. And happy birthday to Mr. Ni Ajesoa, aka Cheche of Tema Community 2, Sakasaka Parliament. And glorious New Year to Yvonne Na Chinkua Vomawo, who celebrated a birthday on Sunday.
Okay, Madam Agnes Wayo Mensa, immediate past Tema area, Women's Secretary of the Apostolic Church, Ghana. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom.
Right, so let's get into the sports center then.
Which is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. DSTV,
It's your moment.
And Cowbell,
a creamy goodness. So my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield, cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Yes, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool play live. And it's just so simple. Listen, there's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For non-clients, download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes. Open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA and the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And if you like watching sports and betting, here's one for you. You'll definitely be interested in the offer of the world famous bookmaker 1xBet with high odds, a huge selection of sports events, and a cool mobile app. Right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. So sign up, use the promo code BETG, and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't have to worry about your fans' safety. Join millions of 1xBet players worldwide and win big.
All right, now a quick late entry. It's not a birthday, but it's an important message. It says, congratulations to our boss and leader, Alhaji Osman Musa, CEO of Insan Company Limited, for being adjudged Ghana's most respected CEO at this year's Ghana Industry CEO Awards. Congratulations from all of your staff. Now, we all have those days when you're low on everything: energy, time, cash, even airtime and data. Well, that's why MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data advanced service that allows you to make calls or browse the internet even when you have an insufficient balance. All you have to do is dial *506# and that's *506#. Go through the prompt and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted even when you are low on airtime or data. Please remember, all terms and conditions apply.
Thank you very much, Kojo. Good morning, and good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Coming up this morning, the AFCON Trophy Tour has made a stop here in Accra ahead of the tournament next year. We'll hear from Stephen Appiah and what he makes of that. There's also some words from SWAC President Kwabena Yeboah on the looming disaster for the country ahead of the Africa Games in 2023. There's UEFA Champions League also coming up this evening. Let's begin with the Africa Cup of Nations Trophy Tour. It made a stop in Accra yesterday as part of the Confederation of African Football's promotional activities ahead of the tournament, which starts next January. Title sponsors Total Energies unveiled the trophy to fans at a colourful ceremony at its headquarters yesterday. Lawrence de Graaf Baidu was there for Joy Sports.
The decision to take the trophy to some selected countries is part of CAF's plan as part of the build-up to the 34th edition of the tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. Accra will host the trophy for 2 days as pre-tournament activities continue. Speaking on behalf of the managing director of Total Energies, Hussein Usa said he hopes the trophy getting closer to the fans will help build momentum ahead of the start of the competition.
We are proud to be part of this trophy tour, and we hope that it will ignite your passion for the Africa Cup of Nations. We look forward to the tournament where we will witness the best African football, and we will cheer for our beloved Black Stars, who are ready to make us proud and to bring the trophy back home.
The 34th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations is slated for January 13th to February 11, 2024.
That's Lawrence de Graaf Baidu there. Stephen Appiah, he's Total Energies ambassador and former Black Stars captain. He hopes the trophy making a stop in Ghana will inspire the Black Stars to win it next year.
Well, I think the trophy being here symbolizes hope, because we all know what is going to happen next year in January to February. This is a trophy that I competed and fought for, but I didn't have the chance to lift it. And today, seeing it here, I'm so happy. And we are not playing anymore, so we are here to be fans and help our junior brothers who are representing the country to go to the tournament to do well.
That's Stephen Appiah. Now, the Black Stars will hope to end a 42-year wait for an AFCON trophy in Cote d'Ivoire next year, but uncertainty around the future of head coach Chris Heating has not helped with confidence building ahead of the tournament. Heating has come under heavy criticism since taking the job last March, with calls for him to be sacked already. But former Germany international Gerard Asamoah has urged the Ghana Football Association to give Heating more time to build a winning team.
I think what we need is continuously somebody who will be along there to know, okay, hey, we have a project, let me say 5 years, and this is a coach where we are going to. But what we have is Otto Addo came out. I don't know how long Otto Addo said, so not even a year. He left, Chris is also there. So it's like to have a coach to believe in him, to say, okay, hey, we have a project with you. Maybe in 5 years we want to be there. So then you need to believe the coach to work with the coach. So this is what I can say to the members. So maybe it will be an idea to keep along on the coach.
That's Gerald Asamoah there. Let's switch to Ghana Premier League action now. BBN Gold Stars. They began life without Michael Osei with a hard-fought 0-0 draw away to Bechem United in the Ghana Premier League yesterday. The Miners asked Osei to proceed on leave after an underwhelming start to the season in which they failed to win each of their last 7 games before yesterday's draw. Caretaker manager Godwin Ablode was pleased with the outcome of the match.
We knew what we were about. We saw the chances that we also had. Clear chances. We didn't get much chances, but the 1, 2, 3 that we get, it was dangerous. So we were here to come and win. But God being so good to us, we had a point here, so we are okay with it.
But you must also be worried that your team...
Alright, that's a bloody there. Bismarck Kobe-Mensah is the Bechem United boss, and he was disappointed his team couldn't win the game.
I think it's a very disappointing draw. Seriously, I'm disappointed with the results. Generally, I think we played well, we kept the ball well, but we lack some final touch. You know, the most important thing is to score. But I think at the end, we are all disappointed.
Bismarck Kobe-Mensah there. Now, President of the Sports Writers Association of Ghana, Kwabena Yeboah, has expressed concern at the slow pace of work on infrastructure as Ghana prepares to host the Africa Games next year. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 29th November, marks 100 days to the competition, which starts on March 8 next year. But crucial aspects of infrastructure in Boteman and the University of Ghana, earmarked to host the Games, remain uncompleted. Speaking at the induction ceremony of newly elected executives of SWAG, Kwabena Yeboah called on the Ministry of Finance to make available funds to forestall a looming national embarrassment.
We're very uncomfortable at the slow pace of development of the infrastructure as we are only a few months away from the commencement of the Games. And the Africa Games is huge, is the Olympics of Africa. We cannot embarrass ourselves to the rest of the continent. And we are hoping and appealing to the Ministry of Finance, through the government, to assist the Ministry of Youth and Sports to ensure that the infrastructure, the pace, the rate at which we're developing the infrastructure would be rapid.
That's Kwabena Yeboah there. Now, Ghana's senior women's national team, the Black Queens, will open camp today ahead of the final round of qualifiers for the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations against Namibia on Friday in Accra. Nora Haptel's ladies are just 2 games away from a return to the competition to be hosted next year in Morocco after failing to qualify for the last 2 editions. Lawrence de Graaf Beidou is our women's football reporter.
The team is expected to open camp later today with 6 players already arriving in camp last night ahead of Friday's fixture against Namibia. Jacqueline Owusu and Sherifatu Sumaila are among the returnees in the head coach's 23-woman squad for the game. The Black Queens are looking to qualify for the tournament for the first time since the group stage exit in 2018 when the competition was hosted in Ghana. Nora Haptel's side have had an easy run in the build-up to the final round of qualifier after brushing aside Rwanda in a 12-0 aggregate win back in September. The Ghanaians will be hoping for a strong win at the Accra Sports Stadium on December 1 in the first leg to ensure a less challenging task in the return fixture.
Lawrence de Graaf Beidou there. Now let's do UEFA Champions League. It returns tonight on Joy 99.7 FM with matchday 5 action across Europe. Newcastle face Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes with full knowledge that a defeat could spell the end of their Champions League campaign. Eddie Howe's men must avoid defeat in the French capital to have any chance of reaching the last 16. After consecutive losses to Borussia Dortmund, the Premier League club are bottom of Group F in their first Champions League campaign for 20 years. Howe says the game is a defining moment of the Magpies Champions League campaign.
Yeah, I think it's good to have all those mixture of emotions going into a match. I think we need to play on the edge. I think we're at our best. I think every team is at their best when they have that different emotion running through them. So I expect that from the players tomorrow. We're going to need every ounce of motivation, energy to get a result here. This is a defining moment in our Champions League campaign. We're well aware of where we sit in the group and what can happen tomorrow. So we're going to give it everything.
Eddie Howe there. Now PSG though, they will qualify with a win AC Milan hosts Borussia Dortmund in the other group game. Barcelona will qualify if they avoid defeat at home to FC Porto. Already qualified Man City welcome RB Leipzig to the Etihad. And before we go, good Samaritan Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, he's known for his goal-scoring exploits, but on Monday night, the Al Nassr forward convinced the referee not to award him a penalty. Now, the 38-year-old went down in the second minute after challenging his side's Asian Champions League 0-0 draw with Iranian side Persepolis, but when Chinese referee Ma Ning awarded a penalty, Ronaldo argued the case for the decision to be overturned. Ning was sent to the pitch side monitor and ultimately changed his decision. Amazing stuff. Mama V, I'm sure anybody watching that incident would have thought, Ronaldo is penalty B, but this time around he says, nah, it's not a penalty.
But was it a penalty?
It was a clear penalty in my books.
Okay, so he was denied. That's not fair.
No, he wasn't. Did you hear the story? Ronaldo was awarded a penalty.
Oh.
And then he told the referee it's not a penalty.
And the referee agreed with him.
And went to the VAR and then agreed with him and overturned the decision.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. That's why it's a great story. And now you see it's funny.
So who referees the game?
Yeah, exactly. But then the interesting thing is, if you look at the incident, it looks like a clear penalty. So was Ronaldo just looking for attention so people will say Ronaldo is fair?
He got it.
And now everybody's talking about how good and fair Ronaldo is. Because they gave him a penalty and he said, because my question is, where was Ronaldo when they awarded him a penalty against Ghana? Why didn't he? That was not a penalty. Why didn't he tell the referee that's not a penalty at the World Cup? Because he knows.
Collect yourself and leave.
Because he knows. Because against Persepolis, penalty in the second minute means nothing. But against Ghana, should have told the referee that's not a penalty.
It looks like you have some pain in you. We
my
have
sister,
to continue
my
this
sister,
another time.
The thing is painful.
Thanks, Fence, for sports. There's more sports stories on myjoyonline.com right now. Though it's 8 o'clock. Let's go for the business minute. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has assured that Ghana will secure the second tranche of the cash from the International Monetary Fund before the end of the year. The cedi could trade steadily against the dollar and other major foreign currencies in the month of December. This follows expected foreign inflows from the Cocoa syndicated loan. Prices of all products and services offered by telecoms giant MTN Ghana will from this morning be increased by at least 15%. The review will affect voice, SMS, data, post and prepaid services. And elsewhere, Australia will ban imports of disposable vapes from January in an effort to curb nicotine addiction in children. New laws to stop single-use vapes from being made, advertised and supplied in the country will also be introduced. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Morning Show.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's Joy 99.7 FM. It's a minute after 8. You heard there the Business Minutes, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. So receiving money from your family and friends abroad should never be a hassle. CBG Remittance Services is offering you a reliable, fast and convenient way to receive funds abroad. Visit any of CBG's 114 branches nationwide to receive your Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, Small World, Unitylink, Transfast, PayAngel, S-Remit, ATL and SIG money transfers. CBG's dedicated remittance centers at the Nima, Kaswa Main, Medina Market, Apenkwa and Spintex Basket branches have extended service hours, closing to the public at 5 p.m. on weekdays and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. All you need is to provide a valid national ID, a phone number and money transfer reference number, and then just expect a smooth experience every step of the way. For further inquiries, contact CBG on 0302 21 6000. That's 0302 21 6000. You can also send an email to talk to us at cbg.com.gh. Visit the CBG socials. That's Facebook, Instagram, and X. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Social media messages here on the show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Also, number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief. We've been talking about land since yesterday. In fact, since we began the Habitat Fair, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair last Thursday, lawyer Kwame Jan setting the tone for us. The lesser of the evils, he said, well, given the opportunity today, instead of fighting for the same land, paying for the same land maybe 3 times, why don't you just simply buy a complete house if you can afford it? But today, our focus is on the Lands Commission. So please send your thoughts to us via WhatsApp 05511119997. Also post on X with the hashtag JoySMS. Social media messages here on the show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief. So every day people face different emergencies. There's police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. But do you know your money emergency number? Well, here's one you want to remember always, star 770 hash. Star 770 hash is the EcoBank money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases. So much more you can do with star 770 hash, even without data. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And talking about the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, we want to say congratulations to Elegant Homes. Elegant Homes that judged the best residential developer middle income luxurious 2023 at the just ended Ghana Property Awards.
Are you middle income?
They won in the same category 2022. So congratulations to Elegant Homes, one of our sponsors.
Are you middle income?
I want to believe so. But as it is now, we probably will have to ask.
Is your income middle income?
Sorry.
Stop saying that. I want to believe so.
I have to
middle
ask.
Income is not educational status. So. Is your income middle income?
No, as it is now,
Mama V, it's a very simple
because
question.
we're talking about housing and land, I have to ask my bankers.
Whether your income can do something.
If it can get me a mortgage, then I guess I can comfortably.
They say professor's own is not going anywhere.
So that's why I said it's not just a straightforward answer. Oh, Elegant Homes also won the Ghana Best Developer of the Year Student Accommodation 2023.
That's wonderful, actually.
Yeah, big one for Elegant Homes. We're proud of you. And then, Ray, we have a public lecture later today we have a public lecture. It's the Joy News and an amalgam of professional bodies organizing a public speaking event. The topic is a common manifesto for our common future. Manifesto for our common future,
which is mostly wonderful. I'm hearing, and mostly the political parties, they are meeting in groups, they are designing their manifestos. What they end up doing is getting their own people, then they'll go and sit somewhere, sometimes pretending that they are consulting people, but still the ideas are the ones they put on the table. Ideas like 24-hour economy will seep through. Ideas like free SHS will seep through. Somebody sat down and conceived
blue economy.
Yes. Somebody conceived of the idea that we should give every constituency $1 million and sold same to the people of this republic. Ghanaians, including Mamavi, bought into it and actually voted based on that particular idea and actually put in place a government to decide that a group, an institution that has no administrative spectrum, like a constituency. You get what I'm trying to say? There's no constituency administrative setup, but we were given that. We moved on to now say that we have formed it into a ministry, a SDI ministry, Special Development Initiatives Ministry, that will be implementing the 1 million. I remember after 3 years of implementation of the 1 million, our focus was on Odododio. They did 3 boreholes, 2 has failed. So 1 million per year, and they have started some lavatory projects. Now think deeply about it. If we are the people of this republic, were the ones who generated our own manifesto. There was some time ago that they developed the Women Manifesto. There had been a Youth Manifesto before. But if the collective masses of this country, our aspirations were put together in the manifesto, and the political parties were asked to say, see, implement this one. Make sure you stick to it, because the power belongs to us. We are giving you a person to rule us for a period of time, so that we assess you according to that. This is the blueprint we are giving you. That is how important this forum is, so that the people of this republic will take their own destiny into their own hands and not leave it to a few people sometimes who don't think through policies and share it with us and use slogans to make it sound very lofty.
You see, this event is very important, Raymond, and you've really illustrated something. You've made me think a lot. You see, what tends to happen, the normal procedure is that the politician will come and tell you some pipe dream.
Yeah.
Oh, 24-hour economy. Oh, 1 district, 1 factory. Oh, 1 constituency, 1 million, right? They'll come and say it. Then we will challenge it. Then they will go and look for information to come and explain why their thinking is superior. But the information they will go and look for is either made up, incomplete, or untested. But any attempt to challenge it is met as political propaganda, right? So we are not allowed to interrogate them. Before we know it, we are living the untested, unplanned, poorly thought through policy. It becomes our life.
Yeah.
Okay, because some politician didn't allow us to challenge him. So I think this is the right way.
Policies, if it were their private companies, they would never implement
them. Thank you. So this is the right way to do it. Before you think and come and tell us any funny thing, we will tell you what we want.
Yeah.
We will tell you what you want. If you like, don't do it, and then come and ask for her boot.
All right, so Michael Koto and Akosua Bami will be on the panel. The main speaker is David Ofusu-Dote, and Evan Spencer will chair this lecture today at the British Council at 6:30 p.m. Admission is free. Kindly call for further information. Please call 024 422 0427.
Guys, let me do this real quick. Okay, there's somebody listening to us right now. He's a little bit under the weather. He's on his way to the hospital with his daughter. They are riding in their car listening to the Super Morning Show. And I just want to say, Mr. Obuba, good morning to you, and get well soon. We're all thinking and praying for you. We're thinking about you and praying for you. Mr. Obuba, an avid listener of the Super Morning Show. Get well soon, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
All right, so Danny Wise Estate and Construction Limited actually won the Best Developer of the Year 2023 Student Accommodation and Elegant Homes picked.
Time valid for 7 good days to all the networks in this country. Make calls to all networks and all week long at the best value on Vodafone Cash special voice offer. Talk with just 200 minutes. With just 5 Ghana cedi for 200 minutes, and it's only available on Vodafone Cash. All I need to do is dial *110# to purchase your bundle, or visit my Vodafone app to make your purchase. Connect with your loved ones with the Vodafone Cash special bundle. Vodafone.
And Premium Motors Limited launched the all-new Renault Taliant onto the Ghanaian automotive market not too long ago. Get ready to elevate your driving experience with the all-new Renault Taliant. Step inside and be captivated by the quality interior design this car offers with its safety features, including an 8-inch touchscreen multimedia system, USB ports, and a convenient phone holder to make your driving experience comfortable. The 1.0-liter turbocharged engine conquers every road with its automatic transmission and high ground clearance. A high trunk capacity, the best within its category, really. Call 030-707-9977 or 030-708-0010, or visit Premium Motors Limited at Atiko Junction on the Dr. Buzia Highway. Renault Taliant, get whatever you want from life. A product from Renault Group. It's 13 minutes after 8 here on the Super Morning Show. We're joined by the Lands Commission today. Why is it difficult for them to deal with the multiple sale of land? Why? What's the hurdle? They promised they were going digital, totally digital. What is the status of that? All that on the Super Morning Show today with the Lands Commission. It's your birthday today. Linda Doreen Ashon of SNIT Kolibu branch. It's coming from your parents, Mr. Leslie, Danny Ashon and Madam Faustina Yemotele Odoy. To you, Linda Doreen Ashon of SNIT Kolibu branch. They are wishing you a happy new year and blessed birthday as well. Happy birthday to my dear wife, Victoria Odrowa Fato, administrator at the Volta Regional Coordinating Council, and your twin brother, Eric Odro Fato, is from your husband, Victor Mawina Godwin Wolaji. And a special good morning to the Managing Director of GCB Bank, Mr. Kofi Adomako. Also to the Head of Legal, Jesse Jacinto, and Mr. Emmanuel Odamte Lamte, Head of Operations at GCB Bank, as well as my friend, Nana Kwabena Yeboah, he's Head of HR. Top of the morning to all of you at GCB Bank. It's 14 minutes after 8. Please keep your comments coming through 055-1111-997. That's our WhatsApp number. Also post on X. That's the Joy997 handle. And kindly add the hashtag Joy SMS. When we return, the Lands Commission live here on the Super Morning Show, answering all your questions. Following our conversation yesterday with Kwame Jan.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin check. In my Brahmin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple.
Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with Ecobank. Kim promise.
My way insurance, Bamobia, send you my way, Casanova.
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policyholder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
Ajwa, the online page for the new business account was in shambles yesterday. We lost the page.
Tell me about it.
We started off very confident, and then the office broadband went down. When we set up the hotspot from the phone to reconnect, the data allocation also got finished.
You are joking.
I wish. The meeting room was hot. Kobe quickly tried calling them to give us some more time, but he had no airtime. Total chaos. They also gave us feedback that our website didn't have enough information. How can you run a business this way and hope to grow?
Oh dear.
Your business communication can be way better than this. Vodafone One Business is a complete communications package that gives you broadband with data transfer to mobile phones, mobile package with free calls among employees, landline with free calls and website design plus domain name registration. At Vodafone Business, we understand that strong connections within your business lead to success. Call 050-777-9000 or sign up by sending an email to sme@vodafone.com. Vodafone, further together.
Madam, hurry up.
Paying money too long queue. Why?
Oh, it's not me. The counting machine keeps stopping. When you check a mami, why? Ensure you never miss a single sale this festive season. Get the BluePay app and POS device. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. Wait for customer to approve and that's it. No e-levy charges. Mobile money and bank card payments just got easier with BluePay.
Hello, sir. I've sent the BluePay prompt.
Oh, is that simple, eh? Wow. BluePay, never miss a sale. Call or WhatsApp 0547220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
In your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ooh, say what, say what, say what? Yeah, girl, you know what's up.
Morning show. Thank you for staying, and thank you for choosing us. We are indeed the CIMG radio program of the year, and for all of you tuned in all around the world via X, we thank you for joining our X Space conversation. For those of you who are listening on Love FM in the Asante region, we love you very much, and thanks for choosing ATL FM in the Central region. Of course, we have several affiliates across the country, and all of us today are very, very interested in our big conversation with the Lands Commission. Timothy Anyido, who is the acting regional lands officer for Greater Accra, where perhaps about at least 50% of the land wahala happens. And Pearl Roxon is our guest. She's a senior land administration officer from the Lands Commission. Thank you both for making the time to be here. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Do you know, yesterday we had so many phone calls coming in, and several people complaining that when they come to Lands Commission, every signature they need, they're asking for money. Why do people like money like that?
Well,
you think about that question. We'll come to you for an answer in a minute. But of course, keep your text messages coming through. Text messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by GCB Bank PLC, GCB Personal Loan. Make that big move and dream a reality.
Now make that big move with a GCB personal loan. Your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, GCB, is offering what's called the GCB salaried account holders personal loans in less than 24 hours. To fund that next big move with GCB's big move personal loan promo, you can access up to a whopping, and you should be interested in this number, 400,000 cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate with a 2-month repayment grace period. So, you know, if you start now, December, January, they start paying from the other areas. No pressure on you anyway. Now, so at a significantly reduced interest rate, you should know this. It's time to make that big move. If it's for educational fee payment, buying a car, Mama V, building your dream home, GCB makes these dreams a reality.
Buying a land.
Buying land to it's connected to the dream home.
Well,
but you know, the people are here. They can't give you the land.
No. The challenge with buying a land these days is that you must have not less than $80,000.
It's more than that.
Can't that buy your house?
Hold on. Oh, yes. Winston, don't destroy mine.
That's minus processing fee.
and it's with Timothy, everything is sorted.
Hallelujah.
Now, GCB makes these dreams a reality and life easier for its customers. So let GCB lend you the needed support to make that big move to take care of those urgent personalities. You need to visit any GCB branch or call 0800 422 422 for further inquiries. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life.
And the Ghana Revenue Authority, the GRA, is reminding all VAT, NHIL, and Get Fund Levy registered businesses that VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and Communication Service Tax, that CST, returns for October 2023 should be submitted on the VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns forms not later than Thursday, 30th November 2023, which is the last working day of the month. File your VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties. For VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, the penalty is 500 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 10 Ghana cedis for each day the return is not submitted. For CST operators, late filing of returns attracts a pecuniary penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 Ghana cedis for each day the return is not submitted. We encourage taxpayers to file their returns online via taxpayersportal.com, and also note that in line with the GRA cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks. The Ghana.gov platform or via the USSD code *222#. Remember to submit the October 2023 returns not later than Thursday, 30th of November 2023, which is the last working day of the month, and avoid paying penalties. Kindly get in touch with the GRA via email info@gra.gov.gh, or you can send WhatsApp to 055-299-0000 and 020-063-1664. And this has been issued by the Commissioner General of the GRA.
And ICGC Holy Ghost Temple invites you to the end of year edition of the Spiritual Emphasis Program from Monday the 11th of December to Friday the 15th of December 2023 at 6:30 p.m. each night. Ministering under the unction are Reverend E. Studanaba, President of the E. Studanaba Ministries, Reverend Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, General Overseer of the Global Revival Ministries, and host Prophet Christopher Yano, who's Senior Pastor of ICGC Holy Ghost Temple at Denta. Don't miss these 5 nights of divine encounter with the Lord. Remember, it's from Monday to Friday. So Monday the 11th to Friday the 15th of December 2023 at 6:30 p.m. each night. Venue is the ICG's Holy Ghost Temple in Adenta, Frafraha, near the Frafraha Community Senior High School. For inquiries, please call 0302 511 151 or find us on social media at ICGC Holy Ghost Temple.
All right, as you know, not all of us are ministers on Get Fund scholarships. So if you happen to be at a crossroads in your tertiary educational journey, maybe it's time to experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for the January 2024 intake. If you want to know more, here's what you do. Go to lancaster.edu.gh. That's lancaster.edu.gh. You can also email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call them on 030-221-8989. You can also try 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
And it's every parent's dream to provide their child with a bright future. And thanks to the enhanced education policy from APSA, underwritten by Enterprise Life, you can. So with the enhanced education plan, you can cover the educational expenses of your child, enjoy special benefits for policyholders, inflation protection, and so much more. It's time to get more from your protection with an enhanced education plan from APSA, underwritten by Enterprise Life. Discover how to get things done at apsa.com.gh or the nearest APSA branch. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
So, Mama V, before you go, don't go.
I'm here.
You know, we always say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That I doubt anyway. But what is the way to a pretty girl's heart?
It's got to be your pocket, man.
Hold on. It's your pocket. So it has nothing to do with prayers and prophecies.
Mama B has confessed. Please allow the confession. It has nothing
to do with the bouquet.
Allow the confession.
Fresh flowers. It has or maybe has something to do with a love spell.
Oh, massa.
Maybe for girls. Well, Roman Productions in partnership with Joy FM will excite you again with another brand new and hilarious Ebo-wide play for girls, The Spell. Esther and Ivy find themselves in a very interesting situation on campus, which calls on them to rethink everything as they know it. Their thoughts, their desires, and their spiritual lives. Will it be worth it? For girls, The Spell demonstrates the power of the mind and the harmful effects of prejudice. Now, the play comes off at the Burma Hall at Burma Camp on Saturday the 2nd, Sunday the 3rd, and then Friday the 9th, Friday the 8th, Saturday the 9th, and Sunday the 10th December as follows. Friday, 1 show only. Saturdays, 2 shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Fridays at 7 p.m. Sundays, 3 shows, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. And that is Roverman's 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. Rate is a cool 150 Ghana cedis. And tickets are available now via Korba short code *365 *535# on all networks, and at the usual outlets: front desk of Joy FM, Shell shops at Airport, East Legon, Dansoman, and Tema Community 11, Total shops at Bachuna and Hacho, and at Frankie's in Osu. You can also visit the Roverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 0505 546 010 or WhatsApp 0505 546 030 for enquiries. Please note the venue is the Burma Hall at Burma Camp. Sponsors: Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and communications partner M Notify. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
All right, well, Mama, we have a message for you from Mauli Fui. He says, may all women be honest like Mama V. don't know how many people want to say amen to that, but I will abstain on this vote. Timothy Anyidoho and Pearl Roxon are our guests from the Lands Commission. They're here to help us understand how to navigate this all-important process of acquiring land in a safe and legal manner in this country. It ought to be possible. God knows we've written enough laws to make it happen, right? So Timothy and Pearl, before we took those messages from our partners, I was asking you why all the money, people are being forced to pay per signature in some cases.
In fact, when I heard the word forced, I find it very. Yesterday I listened to your program, and there was a caller from Takrady,
yes,
who made a certain assertion. I found it surprising because the fees that we charge are approved by Parliament. I was a customer service manager for 3 years in Greater Accra. What people do is that the Ghanaian is not honest enough to, one, report a staff if he feels the staff is falling out of line, and also where they rely on third parties who are not our staff, who make claims that people demand money. I used to sign searches. And I met a friend who worked at the Ecobank who said, "Oh, you are making good money." I said, "What are you talking about?" So every time we come there, we are told that the person who signs take X amount. I said, "That's not true. I sign a whole heap of searches all day." So it's partially when people don't report, they don't speak to people about problems. Once you start doing that, people sit up and don't deal with third parties who make claims that people need money from you to process your document when that may not be the case.
Right. Although, let's be fair. Yes. The duty and responsibility of ensuring that you don't have guru boys is on the institution, not on the public.
Yes. So the transformation that we've gone through has taken us somewhere. Maybe we are not 100% there, but there's a transformation that has happened. Yesterday, I heard Lawyer Kwame Jan speak about Client Service and Access Unit, which was inserted in the Lands Commission Act in 2008.
Why hasn't it been implemented?
It has been implemented.
Oh, really?
It has been implemented in 5 regions before the 6 regions were created. So we have 11 or so regions now that has the Client Service and Access Unit. What he spoke out yesterday about was the manner in which he proposed it to be.
Right.
But it is implemented. So in Greater Accra, in all the 6 new regions in Greater Accra, Eastern, Upper East, we have Client Service and Access Unit where you have a front desk where you have to submit your documents. Once you submit your documents, you have cut away from dealing with the back, except there are challenges. For instance, there's some inconsistency with your document. That's only when you have to deal with the back office. So
which means it will be the back office that contacts you.
Yes, it will be
you don't contact the back office.
No. The back office contacts you.
If you end up being charged for a signature, then it is the back office that contacted you to charge you for the signature.
So the back office would contact you, and if there were additional fees, so what we do is our fees are consolidated and now are all paid up front. So you pay, if you know how we used to do our system before 2015, you used to pay in bits and pieces, and in reaction to this complaint, we decided that let's consolidate all your fees up front. So you pay all your official fees up front. If there were additional fees that you have to pay in the process, you are given a bill. You pay it's a receipted bill. It is not bill money that you are paying that you can't account for. And yesterday he indicated, Kwame Jan even indicated that the Ghanaian is a very interesting person. He foists on you money, and then later he says, "Oh, they demanded money from me," because sometimes he cannot trust the system. And as I said yesterday, there was an officer who came to complain to me. A man insisting that, "Oh, do a search for me." He said, "No, we don't do searches online. Can you just go and pay online and get it done?" And the man keeps insisting, and you're saying, "Look, boss, he's insisting, and yet if I took this money, you call Joy FM tomorrow and tell you that, oh, I took money from him."
So he shouldn't.
So he shouldn't. So she didn't take it. He went, he paid this money, and he went. And that is what we have instilled in the staff now, to take the first step, prevent the person from attempting to corrupt you or believing that if he pays you money, you can do that. And the Takrady incident, for instance, I wish I could call in and said, the regional lands officer, there are officers responsible there. Can't you just walk to an officer and say, I have had this experience with X officer. The whole of last week, our appointment disciplinary committee was meeting a set of staff where we had received complaints where they were going through a disciplinary process, and so Lands Commission has taken steps to deal with and swiftly with anybody who is known to be involved in any form of corruption. And our ministry takes this view strongly and as advised. So we are taking steps to deal with it.
Timothy, so if I pay online,
yes,
how long would it take me to have a response from you?
A search, 14 days.
14 days.
For 68 point something % at our last check. Yes,
Right.
of the
That's
service.
the service level at
Yes,
the
service
moment.
level, yes.
Up to
All right.
14 days.
Yes.
But you see, this is the other point. So you've made your point.
Yes.
But I'm sure if we're to activate the phone lines today,
Yes.
there are people, and people have called in and have said,
Yes.
I paid for a search, it's taking forever.
Yes.
And then they are advised to come to the office and do a few things. Are you saying that this never happens?
So the search has delayed. We just launched what we call the client's information complaints and advisory services. This was done in response to what you are saying now. People sometimes don't have a forum where they can complain about the quality of the service that we give. We recognize that. So from October 25th to 27th, we trained officers across board countrywide where you can launch a complaint online on our online services.lc.gov.gh. You can also call in, you can also come to our offices and complain about a service. Say, for instance, I submitted it in 14 days, I've not got a response, what do I do? Then the commission can respond to that complaint, take your complaint and respond in record time to that. So we have responded to, as we go along. It's a public service agency and it's learning from its experiences what to do better. And with things like this, we believe that we'll be pushing the standards higher. Yes.
Pearl Roxon and Timothy Anyidoho are our guests from the Lands Commission. Yes, we're saving Pearl's voice. When we come back, we're going to learn a lot about the processes. Okay, how should it work from step one to the final moment when you have completed your processes, you've registered your land or you've bought your land? What are the specific steps that you must go through? What are the steps you must not go through? What are the things you shouldn't do? Also, we'll try and figure out how the Lands Commission intends to actually permanently solve the problems of corruption and inaccurate information and all of that. Because you see, we have established that the customer wants a service and is willing to do anything for that service. The problem at the Lands Commission is not with those who want to follow the regulations, it's those who don't. It's those who want to do the wrong thing. How do we stop them? That and more when we come back from these messages.
Hey, close up. Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new? It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals that cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula cleans, protect, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
In partnership with Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents For Girls, The Spell, an original Able White play.
Before we go, sister, there is something the Lord has put upon my heart for you. I think the Lord is leading me to you.
Oh, brother. You know, you are like the clouds in
Really?
me. Yes, brother. When you disappear, it's always a beautiful day for me. If the Lord could lead you, why didn't he lead you to a shop where they sell deodorant?
Sister, pray about it. I am sure the Lord will fulfill
You know what? Right now, I need something only you can give
What
me.
is that, sister?
Your departure. Bye-bye.
Venue, Burma Hall at Burma Camp. Dates, December 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time, first show on Friday at 7 p.m. 2 shows on Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 shows on Sunday at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Rates, 150 Ghana cedis. For tickets, dial *365 *535 hash. WhatsApp 050-554-6010 or visit all usual outlets. Sponsors, Gino and GCB Bank.
There is something that drives you. The very thought of it fuels you. And even when the road gets rocky, you keep going, just to get the results that matter. It could be about you. It could be the lives you touch. It could be about someone special or something dear to your heart. Such results leave a sweet lingering smile, a sense of fulfillment. That's why you work till late, yet rise with the sun. Yes, your drive knows no limit. Do it with Stanbic Bank, where we spur you on to get the results that matter.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes, everything Samsung now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free Samsung gift when you purchase Samsung refrigerators, washing machines, and televisions. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Ever imagined a place where you can leave the keys at home and hit the pavement to walk to the market, shopping mall, restaurant, parks, and other amenities? A place that offers so much more. Get up to 10% discount on every house purchase this festive season. Call us on 020-477-5042 or visit lakesideestate.com. Life is beautiful at Lakeside Hills. Lakeside Hills, live your best life.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Keep buying your luckiest ticket with star 712 hash as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on star 712 hash and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on star 712 hash.
The luckiest, you could be the luckiest.
Hello, Linda. You won't believe what I am planning next. I want to start my postgraduate degree, buy a car, and build my dream home. But you know what's stopping me?
What's that, Mike?
Money, oh. That be my biggest wahala.
Oh, you are sorted, Kra. With a GCB Big Move personal loan promo, you can borrow up to a whopping 400,000 Ghana cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate in less than 24 hours.
Like seriously? How do I qualify?
Yes, it's available to all GCB salary account holders. Plus, you get a 2-month grace period before you start to pay back.
Susket! I'm opening an account with GCB now.
Get a personal loan of up to 400,000 Ghana cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate in less than 24 hours. Call 0800-422-422 or visit your nearest GCB branch today to fund your next big move as we celebrate 70 years of greatness. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Morning Show. About 14 minutes to 9 on the Super Morning Show. You're welcome back. Today we're talking to the Lands Commission, Timothy Anyido, who is their acting regional lands officer, and Pearl Roxon is a senior land administration officer. They are here for you. All right. So if you have questions, if you have issues, you have problems, and you want solutions, then stand by, because we'll give you the opportunity to call in and speak directly to them. Of course, you can start now by tweeting at us, or well, now they say it's called X, so posting on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS so that we'll see what you're talking about, and we will certainly put your questions to them. You can do the same on our Facebook Live. You can put your questions underneath that particular broadcast right now, and we will do our best to get you answers. All right. So let's get back to it. Timothy and Pearl, I think maybe we should start off by walking through the process, right? So I want to buy land. Someone has pointed out some Asasibi at Chado or wherever, and I want to find out if this land belongs to this person and that I can safely purchase it. So I come to Lands Commission. Then what?
Okay, so prior to purchasing any land or entering into any transaction on land, we need to first do what we call due diligence. You need to be sure that the person claiming to be the owner is actually the legally recognized owner. There are two things we need to satisfy. First, you need to conduct a search at the Lands Commission. So in some instances, the purported grantor would say he has a site plan, but we always advise that
Purported grantor, the person,
so the person
wanting
claiming
to sell.
claiming to own the land and wanting to sell to you would maybe provide you with a site plan. But we always advise that you get your own surveyor to survey the land and prepare a site plan for you, because what we've noticed is that sometimes the land that you are shown varies from the site plan you are given by the grantor. So once your site plan is prepared, you submit this for a search to be conducted. And as we mentioned earlier, now you don't even need to bring it to the Lands Commission. You can submit it online at onlineservices.lc.gov.gh and your search will be conducted.
Online service?
onlineservices.lc.gov.gh.
Okay.
Anywhere you are, you can submit the scanned copy of the plan. The search will be conducted for you. Now, once you have your results, you need to also do due diligence on the ground, because there are certain disputes that may not show on paper but may be on the ground. So the Lands Commission and the world at large would only have notice of a person's interest in land if they come to register. So if someone has maybe previously bought that parcel but has not registered it, the Lands Commission will not have notice of it. So it may not be reflected in our report. So you have to do due diligence on the ground. Speak to the neighbors, speak to people around to know whether there's been any previous owner or there's someone who owns the land, maybe the person is not around. So once you satisfy all these and you check all these boxes, you are sure that Mr. A, who is claiming to own the land, is actually the owner of the land. Then now you engage the services of a professional to prepare, to go through the documents that your grantor will give you, because most of the time the land documents would come from the person granting it to you. But you also need to get your lawyer or your surveyor to go through and ensure that all the terms and the covenants in there also have your interest at heart, because we've had instances where the person felt he was getting a 75-year lease only to be granted a 5-year lease.
70
because he wasn't a professional and he didn't take time to read the fine print, he got duped. So we advise that get professionals to go with you through the process to ensure that your documents, when it's completed, checks all the legal boxes that it must meets all the requirements to be a validly executed document. Now, once your indenture, as we call it, has been legally executed, all the parties have signed, you need to have the oath of proof certified at the court. So that's the first thing we do. We send it to the courts. We send it to the High Court to have the oath of proof certified. Then now you bring it to the Lands Commission to have what we call the stamp duty, which is a tax you pay on a transaction on land.
Every transaction
on land.
Good.
So you pay your stamp duty. Once you pay your stamp duty, now your document is ready to be accepted for registration. So your document first has to have a barcoded plan by the surveyor. The oath of proof has to be certified, and then the stamp duty done. Once your document meets all these requirements, you submit it at the CSAU, the Client Service and Access Unit of the Lands Commission, for registration. At that point, that's where the back office now takes over. So they would also carry out the various searches to ensure that the person claiming to sell to you is actually the owner per our records. We go through the necessary checkers verification. When everything is fine, we prepare what we call the title plans, which we are legally required to do. So once the title plans are prepared, we would publish this and your intention and our intention to register that parcel in your name for all who have an objection to bring it up. After the statutory period, if there is no objection, we would continue with your registration.
And what's that period that you talk about? That statutory period, how long is it?
14 days.
14 days, okay.
So once that period elapses and there are no objections, we continue. We prepare your certificate for you. It's plotted in our records so that any subsequent search will reveal your interest. Then you are contacted to come and pick up your certificate from the Client Service Access Unit. So basically, that's the process for registration.
In theory, this could all happen in the space of a month, couldn't it?
It does happen in some instances. So, it comes down to what you did before you submitted your documents to us. So if you carried out your searches, your documents meet the standards, there will be no queries and it will be a seamless process. But where you don't carry out your due diligence, then we check our records, then there's a judgment, then there's an adverse claim. Then now we need to go through dispute resolution processes to see who even owns the land, what we can do. So all these things draw the process back, and that is why sometimes some of these processes keep long, because the things that were supposed to be done were not done. Now sometimes a document is submitted and then you realize that somewhere in the document that the term is not specified, there are signatures that are not consistent. So when it happens that way, we can't continue.
Right.
Yes. So once your document is well executed and you carry out all your searches and everything is on point, it's a very seamless process that doesn't take long.
How accurate is the data you carry on your lands registry?
Accurate to the extent that we have, and I want to explain. You know, we've kept records in the Lands Commission since the 1800s, all the way through the 1900s and to the 2000s. Surveying and the way documents were prepared have changed over the years. We are now more accurate in terms of how we survey parcels of land. So we have instances where people have registrations in the 60s, for instance, but they do current site plans and they are inconsistent with where the land is supposed to be. And these are the processes that our new digitization processes are trying to resolve, so that you can come to a place where we are sure that where we are, the land hasn't moved, but the way in which the survey was carried out in the past may have placed it at a place different from where it is now, and that's where it leads to some variance in the records that we have.
And talking about your new digitization process, so you started some more than 10 years ago.
Yes.
What happened to it? How come you didn't complete it?
We are in the process, so it's not that it's not completed. For instance, the 6 new regions that were created, were created recently created, we moved them all on a digital platform. We didn't carry manual records into that environment. We tried to go straight away into a digital environment. In the regions where we did manual work, what we have tried to do is, as you're saying, it's a process of converting data that is manual into a digital process, and it's quite a tedious, painstaking process.
Timothy, you got funding for that?
Oh, well, under the Land Administration Project, and that's where I think we got funding for critical things. The Land Act that we are all speaking about now, the Lands Commission Act, some resources, but it didn't complete the process.
But you did get money specifically to digitize your...
And that took us to a level of the digitization. Things have worked pretty fast in the last 5 years, and we didn't take the money again since 2017. We stopped. We didn't take for Lab 3. So whatever the Lab 1, 2 could take us to, we took it. That's why
you didn't use your IGF or anything to complete
we don't have it. So if you've heard recently,
wait, if all the stamp duty and
the stamp duty is going to GRA. It is GRA money. The other monies that you think Lands Commission is taking is going to consolidated fund that we all benefit from.
And
do you benefit from it if you can't digitize your documents?
The whole country benefits, so our salaries come from it. It's government money that goes to GOG. So we take
your
some
internally generated funds.
Yes,
are not used
by not sufficient for what we want to do in terms of digitization. So if you've heard the recent conversation, it's about getting private-public partnership to able to accelerate this kind of digitization process, and the ministry has discussed extensively with a private partner, and we expect that to come.
And that private partner,
yes,
what will the private partner get or do in return?
Oh, so it's a funding model where the Lands Commission is going to be giving the resources that it requires to accelerate its digitization and other forms of development. Now, when that happens, all Lands Commission is going to do is have a funding model where we are going to pay back. So it's just like you are giving us money to do what is most essential.
How are you going to pay back?
Oh yes, through our services that we are going to render. The Ministry of Finance would then allow some monies to be taken towards the payment of
that private person take a part of your function
No.
in order to recoup that money.
And that was clear. The president said it is not possible because Lands Commission is a constitutional body in the constitution, and therefore it cannot cede its function. The ministry is clear on that in its contracting, that is only pumping money into its services.
Has the Lands Commission signed a deal with Property Database?
So that is the private partner that we believe the ministry is having some discussions with on.
So
on this.
this private company will give you funding?
Yes, would assist in yes, but will not take over our function.
Yeah, but they will have access to your registry and the information in there.
Well, they would assist us in our functions. That's what the MOU says, but will not take over our function of the registry. That any time that a private party has assisted us over the years, even with our foreign partners under LAP 1, LAP 2, they've not taken over our function. What they've done is
how will
helped
they
us
assist you in your function?
So, for instance,
which functions are they going to be assisting?
So, for instance, let me set an example. For instance, surveying. For instance, we need to have the whole country flown. What we fly the whole country to be able to prepare digital maps, for instance, and to make it easier and cheaper for surveying. If they will finance that flying countrywide for us and then make it easier for the surveyors to get the data, that's an assistance, isn't it? So that's what we are looking at, kind of
So because you're a constitutional body, there is an article of the constitution that mandates your existence, Article 258. I want to read from it. It says, there shall be established a Lands Commission, which shall, in coordination with the relevant public agencies and governmental bodies, perform the following functions. And then it lists all your functions, all right? Managing public lands and any lands vested in the president by the constitution or by any other law. Advise government, local authorities and traditional authorities on the policy framework, blah, blah, blah. Advise on, assist in it. So everything in here, including this conveyancing and flying, it's all under your mandate, which you are to do according to the constitution with the relevant public agencies and governmental bodies. But you are now going into a deal with a private company
to us
that will have access to sensitive information like lands registry data.
Yes, and it's happened over even in the 90s under the economic recovery programs, we've always had donor supports. In fact, in the LAP 1, LAP 2 that you speak about, we have had assistance from even foreign governments. For what are they doing?
Can we draw the distinction between a private company and donor support? Because it's not the same.
So we are looking at. I'm trying to draw an analogy of the support that the institution requires to be able to get itself going quicker. So our understanding is that you are pumping money. The mandate says the same. You read some functions. There's none of those functions that are being ceded to that private company. For instance, they are not coming to manage.
But it says in partnership with public agencies
and government
to undertake these functions.
So
undertake these functions.
So the question is, you are mandated by law. To in partnership. As you choose. Public agencies. Government institutions. These are the partnerships you can go into.
Exactly.
So why are you going into a partnership with a private entity?
So those partnerships are for our functions, which we are still undertaking exactly.
But you say they would assist you.
Yes, so they would assist us in financing,
and
they are not going to
in your function.
No, we are not. They are not assisting us in our functions, Winston. That's what I said. They are supporting us in being able to.
They are not assisting, they are supporting.
Yes, no, but they are not taking over our function. If you read the constitution properly, so we are still working with the MMDAs, we are still working with our LUSPA, we are still working with for Ministry for Policy. Those functions are not what we are ceding to any private entity. That should be made clear. What we are doing is getting some capital injection to be able to do undertake a process, and this is going through all the scrutinies that it deserves. PPP project, we've gone through Ministry of Finance, we've gone through every form of body that must look at this contract, has looked at it, and I believe that it will be in the best interest of this country.
I asked earlier how accurate the data is in your registry, and you said as accurate as possible. Not so long ago, a search of your registry would come with a disclaimer. that if I incur any losses because of information I've got from your registry, it's on me.
Yes.
Do you still issue that
But you said
disclaimer?
not long ago.
So I want to know the latest. Does that disclaimer still come?
No, but under the Act 1036, we looked at this and so thought that it was wrong. So it is no more a case. It was something that used to happen in the past. And this morning I heard you speak about it before I came. It used to be.
Because that one was.
But it is not. And that is the transformative part of the transformative process that we have continued to go through. Land administration in Ghana continues to learn and improve. And I just said it to myself, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we've seen a lot of steps being taken in response to every time we hear a concern, we hear there are steps being taken to respond to that.
We're hearing from Timothy Anyiduhu and Pearl Roxon. They're from the Lands Commission, and they are helping us understand the processes, answering our questions. In fact, very soon they'll be answering your questions when we open the phone lines. In just a few minutes, we'll be doing that. Tell us about the relationship between the Lands Commission and the ministry. Of course, you come under a ministry, yes. So that's just the nature of these things. But there are lots of concerns that perhaps, in spite of what Article 257, I believe, says about how the Lands Commission should be independent, be able to operate without undue influence from anybody. Are you able to do that?
I believe so. I trust so, and I know so. Because the policy, the ministry's directive is purely one of policy. The ministry is directing us on policy, and I believe if in recent times you had directives from the ministry when national issues come, and that's it, and that's what it has stayed. I know there have been some concerns for some quarters, and I can glean from where you are going to. We've had papers from Occupy Ghana, and the people who have shown concern about what kind of influence the ministry may be having. But we are an agency, like Minerals Commission is an agency, like Forestry Commission is an agency, and we are all under the ministry for policy directive. And I believe that's what we are.
So you are saying that there is no undue influence?
No. I can say that firmly and strongly.
I was checking. Yes. I realized that so many of the main players at the Lands Commission are in an acting capacity. You are acting regional lands officer. You've been acting for how long?
2 years.
2 years. And it seems to be the case for almost every other compatriot of yours.
Yes.
Almost all of them.
Yes.
You're all acting.
Yes.
You haven't been confirmed.
Yes.
Is that not an avenue for influence?
Well, our confirmation is an action of the board. Now, Lands Commission has been trying to go through a process of going on full-scale public services. So we say we are establishing, the establishment order is being changed. We started off as regional lands officers. Now it will be regional directors. At director levels, you have to go for interviews at Public Service Commission. So it is that process of change. Maybe we've come at a time where we are in a transition. So once that is done, we believe that what has to be done by Public Service Commission will be done, and then we'll have the liberty to do that.
All right.
No, I mean, not in relation to this. So you just finished, and
right, okay. Because I'm still very interested in the relationship between the ministry and because every now and then, we
hear something.
Yes, and people are a bit concerned. I don't want to get into the politics of it. That's not our focus for today. But I think it's important for an institution like yours. The Constitution, the framers foresaw the need for you to be able to operate without any undue influence. Be honest and fair in this. Maybe not speaking for yourself, but if there was anyone else in your position after 2 years, your job security is still shaky, and the person who can make it happen comes to you and asks you to do something, I mean, honestly, how will you say no?
Let me borrow Mama V's honesty this morning.
Please borrow.
No, and say it's a human establishment. I understand, but as I said, all of us who are acting now understand that the establishment is, and that we are going on an establishment transformation. Maybe in a year's time, 2, 3, maybe when Pearl is sitting in this seat or some others are promoted to the, we will not be in this transitional stage, and therefore confirmations will be done quicker and easier. But I believe that we've all accepted that it's the stage in which we are in our establishment being put together.
You guys have been transitioning for some time.
Yes,
2008 is when you were supposed to bring all of these disparate groups together. What's it called? I think you had valuation.
The land sector agencies.
Very good. All of these were supposed to come together. Registration, valuation, surveying, right?
Which we have done.
Really? So the valuation people are not still at one place?
So that is why now
registration people are not still at one place.
So that's why there's the co-location. So if you would remember, a few years back, land registration was at the ministries.
Yes.
Survey was at the survey school. If you come there today, we are all co-located at the cantonment premises where the Greater Accra. So now we have a Greater Accra regional office where there's the registration, there's the land valuation, there's the PVLMD, there's the survey division to ensure that we meet that objectives and clients don't need to run around all over the place to access the services. And also based on that consolidation, that's how come we have the CSAU. So that now, because it's one body under the Lands Commission Act, one CSAU to cater for all the services. So now we don't have various land sector agencies. We have one Lands Commission with divisions that render the various services.
When did this convergence happen?
Oh, it's been 2008. 2008.
Since 2008?
Yes, and the CSAU established 2015 and I've continued since then.
Okay, so the old location, there's nobody there?
No.
Okay.
You've not visited us in a while, please
now,
do.
Another thing that was supposed to happen after 2008 was you were supposed to set up district offices.
Yes.
So that if I'm buying land in Kaswa, I don't have to travel to Cape Coast to go and see the land registry.
You don't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Talk me through it. Do you have district offices?
We have some. Yesterday again, I heard Kwame Jan speak passionately about district offices, and we agree. So we have some. We have in Takwa, we have in Tema, we have in Winneba. So he made a valid point yesterday. Not Kaswa, but we have in Winneba. We have in Winneba. So whilst you are going, you don't have to go all the way to Cape Coast. But the whole idea is where there are densities for registration, because some areas don't make economic impression. And we are, as you're saying, we are establishing. We now have even model designs for district offices that we believe we soon would have pretty much more in the regions. And I want to say one of the things that I think has helped us is, for instance, the creation of the new regions. For instance, for Lands Commission, for instance, we are in all 16 regions. Those 6 regions took us closer. For instance, Volta region, now we are in OT, we are closer. Western went to Western North. The Northern was divided into 3. So it has helped us move closer to those areas, and then the district officers would assist us.
So Timothy, this payment with property database, I'm just curious, I'm just interested in one thing. So if that partnership happens, how do you pay?
We have a financing model advised from the Ministry of Finance.
What's entailed in that model?
Oh well, I don't. Maybe I'm not the best financial person, but all I know is that they will be taking some out of our service delivery. There will be some monies devoted over a number of years.
Additional charges?
Towards not additional charges. You know, our fees and charges are done by Parliament. So we are under the parliamentary fee fixing.
Will there be the need to review it?
No, for what we know now, there will be no need. The model is being done based on our current fee charges, because Parliament has been very sensitive about Lands Commission increasing its fee charges. In fact, we have even proposed special services like premium services, but the Parliament shut it down and said, look, work on your efficiency first before you go into a premium service where you may.
If you're going to be paying over a period of time, why can't Lands Commission get that money, raise that money, and pay over a period of time instead of going to a private person?
It is about raising that money now, and this has not been now. When we cut, so we looked at how the land administration project phase 1, 2 had helped us. Let's be honest. When development partners assist you in doing something, they may focus your model. So in 2017 thereabout, the vice president looked and advise that, look, if you really want to change something, be in control of your system and then be able to change what you have to. So we've looked financing in many places. People have come giving us proposals. I think we're at a place where we believe that this may be the best model to assist us being able to go about it. And I think we should try it. 50, the initial corner is 50 something, 52 million thereabouts.
So
dollars, yes.
$52 million.
Yes.
How did you choose property database?
Well, this has gone through all the procurement process. I'm not the details of the choice, but I'm sure it's something that went through a full bid process. You know, if it's PPP, then you go under the PPP law. You go to the ministry. You go to Ministry of Finance. You even need to have, I think, cabinet's approval because of the way. That's why I said I've heard strongly where the president has said, "Look, you're a constitutional body. Don't touch your functions, please." And that may have delayed even the process.
And how long has property database been doing this work?
I'm sure but I believe they looked at their capacity. Whoever made the choices looked at their capacity and then thought they were the best available in terms of. I'm sure there were other people also who made bids for this choice. So we believe that they are the best.
Now they are called property database.
Data bank.
Is it data bank?
Yes.
Property data bank.
Yes,
interesting. So is there any point at which they will interface with the public?
No. Not in the model that we have. They may not have to interface with the public. It's Lands Commission's function, isn't it? We collect the documents. We process the documents, isn't it? They would help us with the capacity building in terms of that. Yes.
All right. Listen, we're talking to our guests Timothy Anyidoho and Pearl Roxon from the Lands Commission. It's your turn. It's your turn to come in with your questions and your issues so that we can get an understanding of how the Lands Commission works and how we can all legally take advantage of their services without any wahala or headache. So when we come back from these messages, we'll open the phone lines and you can ask Timothy and Pearl all of your questions. Stay with us.
They are everywhere. You drop them, I pick them. I drop them, you pick them. They are the viruses and bacteria which cause diseases that make us suffer. But we can stop them from spreading diseases by simply washing our hands with soap and running water. Hand washing with soap and running water was highly recommended in the fight against COVID-19, and it can stop the spread of many other diseases like cholera, dysentery, the common cold, and many others. Wash your hands regularly. Use a sanitizer when there is no water available. Your health is in your hands. Keep them clean and enjoy a healthy life. This message is brought to you by GIZ on behalf of BMZ in partnership with Appointed Time Printing, Golden Exotics, Coca-Cola, Blue Skies, and Casapreco.
National Health Insurance.
Great news! The National Health Insurance Scheme NHIS has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1-month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Dear customer, would like to inform you to pay no attention to any message or phone call claiming to come from GCB asking you to link your Ghana card to your bank account or take any other action. It's a scam. Beware. GCB will never send you a message requesting your account or card details. In doubt, call our customer service on 0800 422 422. Chat with us on WhatsApp via 0202 422 422 or visit any GCB Bank branch. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Hello there.
Hello, Hima.
So I've seen the Adasa Travels Asia trips, and I want to do Singapore and Malaysia cruise.
Okay.
No, wait. I think I'll do Philippines and Singapore instead.
Okay.
Hold on.
So what do you want?
Let's do a minute. C, number 4.
The Asia trip is here. Where do you prefer? Special Singapore and Malaysia tour cruise from 18th to 25th December at a rate of $2,590 per person and $5,150 for a couple. Or Philippines and Singapore from 20th to 30th December at a rate of $3,490 per person and $6,950 for a couple. The choice is definitely yours. This rate cover your flight, accommodation and breakfast, tours, airport transfer, etc. Call 0595 500 817 or 0556 310 404. At Dancy Travels, fuel life's beauty.
Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 9:20 on the Super Morning Show. You're very welcome back. Thanks for staying. We're having an important conversation about lands. We've got the Lands Commission here in the studio. Timothy Anyidu, who is their acting Regional Lands Officer for Greater Accra. He's here with Pearl Roxon, who is a Senior Land Administration Officer, and they've been walking us through all the details of what you ought to do in order to get your land registered legally. Of course, we've been trying to learn a little bit more about what they've been doing and the new interventions that they are trying to put in place. We learned about a company called Property Data Bank or Database. Data Bank, which is a private entity that they brought on board, not to support but to assist in some of their activities, not their functions, their activities. These distinctions are important, and of course, we're learning more. Okay, let's open the lines. It's your turn now. Okay, I'm sure you have questions, you have issues, so bring them all to us. Use the numbers as you know them: 0302 216 541, right? 0302 216 541 or 055 1111 997, right? 055 1111 997. Can't wait to hear from you. Now, Africa World Airlines is thrilled to celebrate 10 years of customer loyalty on their Lagos route. You need to join them in celebrating this milestone. So seize the opportunity to book your tickets for as little as $164 one way. taxes included. So head to their website or download the mobile app to secure your seats now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Thank you for continuing to choose Africa World Airlines for all of your travel needs. Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. All right, John is on the line from Accra. Hi, John. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Thank you for calling us, John.
Thank you very much.
Okay, fire away.
I called yesterday and I spoke on the issue of an indenture which is older than the site plan for almost about 10 years. I wanted to add something to what I said yesterday. My document go to Lands Commission. When it goes to a place where they're supposed to do the announcement, the publication, I was told my document is missing. I waited for a while. I was called again that my document had been found. When I went for my document,
John, can you move away from the radio a little bit?
Okay,
a little bit of feedback there.
Unfortunately for them, they've registered the land for someone, and that person's indenture and site plan happened to be in my document. It was at that point that I realized the indenture was older than the site plan for about 10 solid good years. How on earth can this be done to a Ghanaian when you've invested your money into a property? I love Ghana, and I believe they can do better to save all Ghanaians. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. We'll get you some answers to that if we can. Ni is in Botiano. Ni, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Ni, how are you?
Fine.
What's your question?
My question is, why is it that when there is injunction on land commission not to process any land to anybody or somewhere Arrowtech, and then they bypass and do it? We had injunction on Arrowtech from 2016 not to allow them to register any document or backdate any document. They are doing it, and we have found a lot at police stations. When we get there, the document they will bring it is processed 2023. While the injunction is on them to the determination of the state. The land commission is bypassing doing it.
Thank you.
My question.
Thank you, Ni. Did you say Arrowtech? Arrowtech. Okay, we'll get you answers to that one. Arrowtech. Why are Arrowtech documents still being processed by the Lands Commission, even in 2023, in spite of an injunction? All right, George is in Sunyani. Hi, George. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What's on your mind?
My problem is we have a family property, and we have discovered that some of our uncles has put their money, their mother's name on that property. So we did the check, and we found out that the name that belongs to that property is their mother's name, which is supposed to be the whole family property. So when we did the check, we found out that it's their mother's name on it. So what can we do to avert this one to make it like a family property, not their mother's property, even though they are part of the family?
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you, George. Let's go to Cape Coast. Hi, Johnny. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Kojo.
Oh, Uncle Johnny. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Everybody in Cape Coast.
Kojo, I have a piece of land, and I wanted to give to my kids. But they said we should sell it. I said we should sell part of it. So the original indenture was given to a surveyor who did a site plan on part of the part that I wanted to sell, leaving a part. Now he tells me that I cannot get. First, he took the original indenture and did the survey with the part that has to be sold has made the indentures. I asked whether I could get a copy of the new indenture. He said no. The old indenture that I gave him said I can't have it back. I'm a bit confused, and I would like to know whether that is the proper thing to do.
Uncle Johnny, to clarify, you're saying that the surveyor says you can't get your old indenture back?
That's right.
Right. Okay. Okay, we'll get you an answer to that. Thank you for calling us, Uncle Johnny. Eugene is in Kokomlemle. Hi, Eugene. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question?
Yeah, so I have a cousin who is into real estate. So he's registering a land in Koforidua. So he has started the process and he's almost at the end of the registration. But apparently, we have been told the wedding, how the narration is not accurate. So instead of the company name, his name is supposed to be the first on the document. So the question is, why is that when we started the process, all these things never came out until the end of the process? We have to pay another money so that they change the whole document.
Okay. Why were you not told the proper name to put on the document from the beginning, right? All right. Thank you, Eugene. Hello, Adelaide.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. How's Pokwasi today?
It's fine.
All right. What's your question?
I want to find out, okay, just in case you lose your dad, but before your dad passed, he bought a land, started building on it, and then later on, you just cannot find the document. How do you go about it?
Okay. So your dad bought some land before he passed, and you can't find the documents. What do you do? All right, Adelaide, we'll get you an answer to that. I'm sure there are many people with that problem. So I think we've got 6 calls. Let's take maybe 1 or 2 more. Jake, good morning to you, Jake.
Good morning, Mr. Yankson. Mine is a quick one, too.
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to find out why they don't display the process of documentation. Maybe from right start, you go to room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are done with the process, but everything is hidden. So in so doing, there are interference of humans, because you don't know where your process is today. You have to be paying somebody to be chasing up, calling the person. Okay, where is the document gotten to? What is that? What is this? What is that? Can't we have it plain display somewhere so that from here you can go here, you can go here, and therefore these human interruptions will be just avoided. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Jake. Thanks for that. I think Jake will be our last caller for now, because we've got quite a lot to get on with these 7 calls so far. So thanks to all of you, John, Nee, George, Johnny, Eugene, Adelaide, and Jake. Let's see if we can't go through them one by one. John had the question about the indenture, which is 10 years older than the site plan. He gave the narration of how that came to be.
And yesterday I listened in the program, Lawyer Kwame Jan tried to explain it, that site plan may not be what originally the person has submitted, because the indenture should have come with a site plan. So because we try to digitize our plans, and in her narration of presentation said a barcoded plan, so that plan may be the current plan that supported the document. And just to advise people, the disappointment of trying to register and finding out that somebody has registered that same parcel of land makes people want to blame Lands Commission for what they should have done earlier. For instance, as she said, if you've not come to us to register, we don't know. 80% of the land is private land. So if you even register in the process, we find out that somebody else has registered. We have processes where we inspect, try to inquire, investigate title. That's what we are trying to do. And if we can establish that there was some fraud, some inconsistency, we also have a way of dealing with it. So he should not be so disappointed. The second one is an injunction by Lands Commission. Yes, when people go to court and have disputes and there are challenges in the court, they need to direct those things to the Lands Commission. People litigate, they keep and this is a well-known matter, and it's been fought in many courts at various levels. One ruling at one level may not necessarily bind Lands Commission. If there's a higher decision, by a higher court somewhere along the line. So they should just submit to us what the decision of the court is. Maybe it's not been submitted to Lands Commission. I know this case very well. It's being fought at various levels in the court. We are just waiting whatever the final decision of the court on the stay is. He may be talking about one part of the litigation. He may not be talking about some other part, because for a time we're not processing. Then we got also another order from a higher court. So please, if there's anything you can give to the Lands Commission, we are ready to assist you. Sunyani,
what you're saying is that in terms of Arotech, as far as Lands Commission is concerned,
at the moment,
currently
we are processing. Yes. So
right.
If there's anything, because mind you, we'll be purging ourselves if we are doing something that the court has ordered an injunction.
So you don't believe there is an injunction?
No. We've not got notice of that. If we have it,
okay,
otherwise we'll be guilty of going against the court. The Sunyani property is in the mother's name. It's in the auntie's name, and they want the family name to be on it. They can give Lands Commission a notice of it, because it was registered in the name of the mother. And sometimes people go and litigate, and then have a higher authority to be able to do the amendment. I think the Cape Coast, your own uncle Johnny, and then Pearl will take the rest of the questions. He's talking about an original indenture. Please, he should go for his indenture. If he gives somebody a document, it's only in land transactions that I find out that people become disarmed. You have given somebody something, return my thing to me, and the person is telling you that he can't return it. I don't think we don't need that original indenture. It's a private you gave it to somebody, your surveyor, just go for it. He's signing half to his kids. His job would have been to do the site plan and then hand it over to him, and then get him to do his registration. So please,
what he's being told by his surveyor that
it's not the case. It's not the case. Nobody is collecting his own indenture. So Pearl will take the rest, I think. Eugene from Kokolumle.
So Eugene mentioned his documents being processed at Koforidua. So generally in the registration process, what we do is that there's a checklist at the CSAU for the officers to check the documents against. Once it meets the checklist, it goes to the back office. It goes to other officers who would vet and approve on the application based on another checklist. So you realize that the document goes through various stages of checking to ensure that it meets the statutory requirements. There may be one or two issues that the registrar may raise when the document goes for signing eventually. Maybe that's where Eugene finds himself. So almost all the issues would come up even before it gets to the registrar for signing. But for one reason or another, there may be certain peculiarities that the registrar may draw attention to when it gets to signing, and that may be the reason why. But generally, all the issues, in fact, now with the CSAU, most of the documents will even be rejected at that point if it doesn't meet the requirements, so that it doesn't come to add up to the backlog.
I mean, this is the name that should be on it. That should be his name and not
the
company's name.
He's trying to explain something, but I'm sure if we went into the details, you find out that because it's not the name that's on a document. You have entered the transaction. There may be something to
some reason why there's a need for that change. Okay.
Yes, and then
Adelaide, I think.
Adelaide from Pokwase also mentioned her late father's document not being found. Now, there are two ways to go about that. She could, if they have a site plan, conduct a search at the Lands Commission. If it was registered, they can apply for a certified true copy of the document. On the other hand, if the search is conducted and it was not registered, then she could come by way of a statutory declaration, given the fact that they've built on it, they've lived on it, because the law makes provision for those whose documents are not complete and yet they have possession of the land, and they can prove legally that so there's also another way around it, just in case the search is conducted and it's not in the records of the Lands Commission. She can come by way of the statutory declaration, and the necessary help will be given. And then Jake talking about the progress of the process. So yes, there are various ways that you would know what the process is and where your document has gone to. So when you come to the client service and access units, we've boldly displayed every stage of the process that your registration is your documents will go through. When you go to the the client's information and advisory unit 2, you would find our processes listed there. When you go on our website, the registration process is clear there. And then also when you go onto our portal and you create an account with the Lands Commission, you can actually put in your job number and track the progress of your application that is with us. So there are various means that we can do that, just to inform the public.
They're very important.
The tracking
is something you really need to put out for the public to be aware that that option
is available.
Yes.
Yes.
It will save so many phone calls and trips
to
the offices, right? So again, if you go to your portal,
so when you go on
register.
our portal, so you create an account.
Okay.
Now when you create an account, that's the account that you would use to conduct searches and all those other services. Now with that account, you put in your job number. So when you submit an application, you are given a unique job number.
Right.
You put in that job number, and then the system will let you know where your application has got to. If there's a query, you would find out. If there's no query and it's still in the process, you would find out. So once you do that, you'll be able to track exactly where your application is and what needs to be done.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I've got to say that was a very quick but comprehensive run through all of the questions, and thank you so much for making the time to help our audience with their numerous issues. We have to do this again. We have to make it a periodic thing so that people can get educated on what should be done. We appreciate your time with us very much. Timothy Anyiduhu is the acting Regional Lands Officer for Greater Accra. He's been here this morning with Pearl Roxon, who is a Senior Land Administration Officer, not acting. Not acting.
And just a small bit before we end, my attention has been drawn to Section 7 of the Lands Commission Act that gives Lands Commission some leeway to deal with property data bank.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Okay, good. We'll read up on that.
Dr. Yeboah, who just sent me the message.
We'll read up on that. Of course, we do understand that the Constitution is paramount.
It's paramount,
please. All right, thank you so much, Timothy and Pearl.
Yeah, but Timothy and Pearl, before you go, maybe there's any contacts you want to put out there for people to
well,
the
website is our biggest the onlineservices.com and onlineservices.lc.gov.gh. That's our portal for our services, and you can get our social media. Now we are also even on, not on X yet, but on,
you're not on X
on Facebook and the rest. We are trying to reach out like public services are doing now, and I'm sure every time we come here we've done something better. So I'm sure the next time we see Winston will have a happier face.
Maybe you can get the assistance of portal data.
Yes.
Property data bank to go on social media.
Yes, we'll do.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you both so
really
much for your time with us. All right. Listen, there's more to come. Stay with us.
There is something that drives you. The very thought of it fuels you. And even when the road gets rocky, you keep going. Just to get the results that matter. It could be about you. It could be the lives you touch. It could be about someone special or something dear to your heart. Such results leave a sweet lingering smile, a sense of fulfillment. That's why you work till late, yet rise with the sun. Yes, your drive knows no limit. Do it with Stanbic Bank, where we spur you on to get the results that matter.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2024 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Keep buying your luckiest ticket with star 712 hash as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on star 712 hash and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on star 712 hash.
The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes! Everything now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free gift when you purchase refrigerators, washing machines, gas cookers, television sets, microwaves, and many more from brands like Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You was trouble right from the start. Taught me so many lessons. How not to mess with broken hearts. So many questions. When this began, we was the perfect match. Perhaps we had some problems, but we working at it. And now the arguments are getting loud. I wanna stay, but I can't help.
George Quay, if they told you to memorize your chemistry, what's it called? Textbook.
Oh yeah, I could actually.
You were rapping chemistry.
Yeah. CO2 and Chenanyusu.
CO2 and Nanyusu.
H2 and Nanyusu.
Okay. All right, listen. It's about 9:45 on the Super Morning Show, and please, children, CO2 is not water. George is in the studio. He'll tell us why in a moment. But first, for huge discounts and free gifts, go to Electroland showrooms and authorized dealers. Okay, for all of your needs in household, electrical, and electronic goods, they're there for you. Wherever you live, there's an Electroland showroom or a dealer shop close to you. Just look out for Samsung, Media, TCL, and NASCO signs, and you're assured your search is over. For further information, call 0503 159 739 or just go to electrolandgh.com. Electroland, home of luxury and affordable electronics.
So it's been 25 years of ensuring investor protection. The Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana is grateful to all its stakeholders, and the SEC is thrilled to announce, in commemoration with its Silver Jubilee anniversary, the Ghana Capital Market Conference which comes off on the 30th of November 2023, 8 a.m. under the theme Deepening and Diversifying Ghana's Capital Market Towards a More Resilient Financial System. Now, the conference will bring together indigenous and international capital market leaders, policy makers, capital market operators, and industry think tanks, key players, and industry enthusiasts under one roof to discuss the future of Ghana's financial market. The highlight of the event will be the launch of SEC's 5-year strategic plan. And the conference is free, and interested participants can attend the event only by registering for the program via visiting sec.gov.gh/conference or connecting to our social media pages at secghana. To register, you may also call 0302-768-97022 to register. Limited seats are available. Be part of this convergence of experience, expertise, and groundbreaking insights. SEC, ensuring investor protection.
All right. Now, there are some people who still don't know that MTN Momo now has an app. Yeah, MTN Momo has a brand new app specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store onto your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's that simple. Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, and so much more. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy a 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Just Momo it everywhere you go. All right, stay with us. George will tell us why he's here, telling us CO2 is water.
That was a mate of mine.
After these messages.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID, no savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Charlie, Chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue?
Calm down. I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Oh, guys, sorry I'm late. Koti babbed me for road, sake of my insurance expire. Some long issue, Charlie.
Chairman Pan, hey, you make Koti bab you sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Hubtel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la, your instant insurance sticker is there.
Oh, really? Make I do am now before I forget. But Edemu, Charlie, see. Edemu, insurance sticker need demo one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow. Charlie, as for this one, today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hubtel.com/app to download your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes, everything Samsung now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free Samsung gift when you purchase Samsung refrigerators, washing machines, and televisions. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gamepackgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes! Everything now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free gift when you purchase refrigerators, washing machines, gas cookers, television sets, microwaves, and many more from brands like Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Keep buying your luckiest ticket with *712# as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on *712# and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on *712#.
The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Quiz that's rapping again. You're welcome back to the Super Morning Show on Joy. And listen, just before George Quay tells us why he's here, KingdomStoreOnline.com is that one website you need to visit if you're going to go to only one today. Let it be KingdomStoreOnline.com. The suppliers of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at great prices, and of course free delivery for those of us in Accra and Tema. So sit in your home or your office, make your order, pay via Momo, sit back and let them bring it to you. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Save big this Christmas with fantastic discounts when you buy any appliance from Edric Limited, the Whirlpool people. Now, Whirlpool has premium home appliances ranging from air conditioners, chest freezers, fridges, washing machines, dryers, gas cookers, microwave ovens, water dispensers, 4K smart LED television, and many more trusted brands from across the globe. Visit our showroom in off the Osutla Road at Chimota, Spintes Bachona, Kumasi Ahojo Roundabout, Takrady near Market Circle, and Tamale Waterworks Road, Chogu. Now, times are difficult now, so don't just buy any appliance anywhere. Buy quality and save plenty cash this Christmas, plus free gifts and parallel after sale service is always guaranteed. Rush now or call us on 0302-7781-2628 or 0243-690034. Edric Whirlpool Steel, sensing the difference.
Abuaji,
it's just huge.
So
today, are you playing Oniwale or what?
No, I could, but they needed somebody who actually looks like a man.
Somebody tall.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be Andy Adotando.
Exactly. Somebody who actually looks like a man.
Choice. Yeah. What a great choice. I mean, he's one of the finest stage actors this country has ever produced.
Exactly. And you need to come see him. I mean, he himself, what he has had to go through just to prepare himself for this role, both physically, emotionally, mentally. I think Ghana is about to experience a spectacle in theater. I mean, I don't have to what's the word? Blow my own horn. But I can just say it. Look, I was saying it on the AM show the other day. I was saying that if you come to see The Gods Are Not to Blame and you're not blown away, demand a refund.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That good.
Demand a refund because the amount of work that the team has put in, I mean, with a cast of about 100 and a cast and crew, no, well, actually cast, because I add the dancers, the drummers, everything, we're dealing with about 140 before the crew would come in. Everything that they've done over the last 3 or so months in preparing and getting ready for this show, I mean, it's crazy, and it's something everybody must see. I mean, just come look at it. Come point out mistakes and tell us so that we can make it better next time.
I'd love to see it.
You should.
I'd love to see it.
You've read the book.
I have.
Yeah. You remember the lines.
Well, I like that. It's okay. Don't say anything.
Which one? The butterfly thinks himself an elephant. Sorry, it's the butterfly thinks himself a bed.
I won't say anything.
I like. There are kings.
And there are kings.
And there are kings.
Yes. It's a beautiful play. It's a very beautiful play.
So I actually played.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Which one did you play?
I killed my father.
Oh, you played Odewale?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
So you remember the lines? Because I also played it in Fansman.
No.
Oh, but I still remember the lines.
And that's because you have chewed your CO2.
You
have chewed your chemistry textbook. But listen,
actually did the Oedipus.
The Oedipus Rex, the Sophocles version.
Yes, at the university.
Yeah.
I quite like the Africanization of it.
Exactly. No, Olarotmi did a great job with this one. A lot of people have argued that it's his best work, but I still say his best work is Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again, which is also on the list of plays that Image
Surprise and Attack.
Yeah, exactly.
The egg treatment.
Polycarp.
But I like the egg treatment.
Lovely. No, it's a great piece. So yes, let's all converge. Let's meet at the National Theatre this weekend, Saturday 2nd and Sunday 3rd December, 4 p.m. 8 p.m. each day, for The Gods Are Not to Blame. I dare say it is the biggest play in the history of African theatre, only because almost everybody who has had any encounter with English language literature or literature in English has encountered this play at some point. Yeah.
Exactly. So, where can we get tickets?
Yes, we can get it digitally, www.imagebureaugh.com, or via a USSD code *711 *11 *25 hash, or you can visit Kuala, Nalam stores at the malls, Pinkberry, Airport Shell, Frankie's and Osu, and the usual ticket sales point, and you can get it. Yeah.
Great.
It's
great.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, that's our weekend agenda sorted.
Yeah.
All right then. So listen, don't forget. Thank you, George. By the way, it's always good to see you. Always good to see you. All right. So there's a public lecture coming up. It's an important one. The topic is a common manifesto for our common future. So important, this conversation. Of course, you'll be hearing from panelists like Michael Koto, Akosia Bame, David Ofosu-Dorte will be the main speaker, and our very own Evans Mensah will be the chairperson. It's today from 6:30 p.m. at the British Council. You've got to be there. If you've missed any of these in the past, don't miss this one. These public lectures, so important, put together by Joy News and an amalgam of professional bodies, and I hope to see you there.
See you there. But before we go, this from your parents, Mr. Leslie Daniel Sean and Madam Faustina Odoy. To you, Linda Dorina Sean of Snit Kolebu branch. They're wishing you a happy new year and a blessed birthday.
All right. Now, all of those tracks that DJ Ubeti has been dropping, it's all in aid of the 90s Jamu. It's coming up. Watch this space. We'll tell you when very soon. But until we're back tomorrow with you, I say thank you for tuning in. My name is Kojo Youngson. I'm the morning man.